Yo, 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 yo. Welcome, 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 one and all, back to Gooner TV. Today we have a special one, people. Second leg, UEFA Champions League quarterfinal. Arsenal traveling to Spain, to the Santiago Bernabeu to take on the winningest team in the competition. People, put some respect on their name. Hala Madrid, Los Blancos, Los Galacticos. Yes, we take a 3-0 lead into the second leg. But, people, I can tell you, right now, I am still feeling nervous before this game. I have seen Real Madrid, what they're capable of in this stadium that we're about to play this game in. So, by no means do I think that this tie is over. We're going to have to apply ourselves. Yes, feeling a bit anxious, a bit nervous, as my friend Red Skull says in the comment section for sure. Yes, Ala Madrid says float management laughing. Yeah, man, hate along is on. Big bad Gunners smiling in the driver's seat. Yes, we're smiling now. The goal is to smile at about, in about 2 hours and 45 minutes. If I'm still smiling, then it's a good day. Red Skull up, full Red Skull. Anxious, nervous. We are the Gunners. Yeah, man, we are the Gunners. We have to shoot them out. Shoot them up, shoot up the Bernebeau, like we did in 2006. The hot 1-0 we give them. Up, course, up. On the job, but drop my like. Blessings. Blessings, Father Warren. Big up yourself in the building. Yeah, man. So, people, you know, this is a YouTube platform. So, as Father Warren said, please do smash the like button. Smash the like button. Share in your peer groups, in your WhatsApp groups, in your Discords, whatever you have. Share the content, people. Let people know Jason Gooner is live. We're going to be bringing you the live watch along from the second leg, probably the biggest game that our manager will coach in his career. I think that right now, Gooners are positive, optimistic about the situation, but at the same time, we know that those who aren't Gooners are lying in wait, just waiting for a big failure today. So let's see if we can hold our nerve, keep it together. I think we're going to definitely see some adversities tonight. Maybe even, I hope we don't, but I feel like we might even concede a goal tonight first and, increase the nerves even more. But I think what you have to do is remain positive throughout the game as a team, and don't let the atmosphere, don't play the atmosphere, play the game. Play like you know to play. We have a solid defense. We need to lean on that tonight. And we also have to make sure that we know that there was a first leg, and in that first leg, we were able to play our football and really dominate proceedings. Don't expect us to be able to do the same in their stadium, but we have to also remember who we are and play as Arsenal. I think that's the only way we're really going to get through this tie tonight. So let me get on the screen right away, people, the starting lineups for both teams. Looking at it, not really much, I would say, in the way of surprises. But I'll let you guys be the judge. I'm about to get it up on screen right now. Remember, please do like, share, and subscribe to Jason Gooner TV. If you're brand new, this is a place where you get very good football content, analysis, breakdowns, and of course, we're not boring, people. We have fun as well. Yeah, man. So this is the team sheet for both teams tonight, people, as you can see on the screen. In goal for Real Madrid, Thibaut Courtois had an incredible first leg for Real Madrid. Definitely, I think could have been even more goals if Declan Rice didn't score those 2 free kicks and that great finish from Marino. I thought he had some big saves as well in the game. On the back line, they have made one change. Lucas Vazquez is available today, so he gets back in as the captain as well at right back. Pushing Valverde into the midfield is more familiar and more formidable role. Asensio, the youngster, on the back line, very aggressive defender. Think that he's gonna have to play a better game than he did in the first leg for me if Real Madrid is going to be successful today. Rudiger, for me, was a bit off the pace in the first leg as well. I think you saw his leg really bandaged up pretty much. It didn't really seem to have that burst of speed and pace that you usually see from Rudiger, able to close down spaces quickly and really, dominate that back line. Need him to get back to his best form today as well. David Alaba, I think people were concerned with his matchup with Saka. I think Saka did do well, but I think Alaba didn't do poorly either. I thought he held his own, but that's going to be another key matchup today. I think Saka against Alaba, especially with Real Madrid. I think maybe, I think I was a bit surprised how much respect Real Madrid gave us at home. I think that will go out the window today, especially with the scoreline being what it is. I think we'll see a front foot Real Madrid approach today where maybe Saka will have some better duels with Alaba in terms of 1v1s. I don't think Saka was isolated that much in the first game. Maybe with Madrid seeing the scoreline where it is, Saka could potentially get a bit more joy in space against Alaba, where I think he can do some damage. Then in midfield, I think this is probably the strongest three that Madrid can pick currently in midfield. When you're talking about Tchouaméni, Valverde, and Bellingham, I think great balance in that midfield. Good going forward as well as defending. So that's pretty much the strongest midfield they can put out for me this season. Then we have up front the three-headed monster of Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and Rodrigo. I think in the first game, it was a little more of a 4-4-2 system where I thought Bellingham and Rodrigo were pinned back a bit. Bellingham couldn't really influence the game centrally as much. I think if this is indeed the system, it is actually the best system for them to play with the players they have. So I think this is going to be the best version of Madrid we're going to see today. So we're going to have to be ready. Now for the Arsenal side of things, as I said, not really much by way of surprises. Happy, of course, to see Thomas Partey in the middle of that midfield. We had heard news that, he came off injured on the weekend after playing right back. He's good to go. Timber good to go. Skelly good to go. Saliba and Kivior as the centre-backs, and Raya, of course, in goal. Then you have Declan Rice, who surprisingly played a lot of that game on the weekend. He's back in the starting lineup, of course, with Martin Odegaard, the captain, as the other midfielder. And then up front, we have Mikel Merino, the revelation up front of late. But I think what he does in a game like today is very easily drops back into that midfield, making those extra numbers, blocking those, passing lanes. And that can give the freedom, I think, to Saka to maybe stay a bit higher and wider. Odegaard will do the doubling up with Timber over there on Vinicius' side. So Saka has a little bit more freedom as well in the game as far as springing on the break. Because I think if I'm Mikel Arteta, that is really my route to, securing victory in this tie. We're going to have to cause a threat when we do win the ball from them on their attacks. I think they're going to push more men forward. They're going to go for it. And I think Saka, as I said, should have a bit more joy in space on the counter. Really test Alaba. So that is the two starting lineups, people, my little feelings on the tactics and everything. Let me see what the chat is thinking about that. Why Chelsea fans hating, says Red Skull. I don't know. They like to do that, Large up Miss Melina. Yes, people, Miss Melina, I think should be going live soon as well. I made sure to drop a like on all my fellow Gooners watch alongs today, even though I can't be there in the flesh. You don't know, I had some time, so I had to run out with the live watch along as well, because we want people to know we're here. I mean, I could not stream last week. That was the only reason I wasn't live. But big up Miss Melina, and give her a strength if you haven't already. Check her out and subscribe to her content. Red Skull said all Premier League fans are hating. The hate is real. There is no love. Yeah, they should be happy because as Arsenal get the top 5 to go to Champions League. Big up Nitro Wagwan, Mabala on the bench, Rosiak. Yeah, I saw that Rosiak and Jimmy Gower on the bench. Interesting for the Gunners. And of course Nathan on the bench as well. Jack Henry, Francis as well on the bench. So yeah, couple of U21 players out there, which is good to see. I know Red Skull that he's not going to play them today, but they get the experience of traveling and sitting on the bench in the Bernebeau. That's one that they'll always remember. Ben White, good to see him fit and available on the bench. That's another one that was out. Tierney has been making sub appearances pretty much every game. I would expect to see him in this game at some point as well. And then of course we have Trossard, Nwaneri, and Sterling on the bench. So getting a little bit better looking in terms of attacking substitutions. There have been weeks in the past month or so where It's only U21 players you're seeing on the bench. So that's a good sign for the Gunners. But yeah, people, what do you guys think? What are your predictions for this one today? I have some thoughts on that as well. We're about 36 minutes from kickoff. So before we dive right into the predictions for this one, let's just take a look at the other game that will be taking place at the same time, the second leg. This game, of course, Inter has the 2-1 lead by way of a late goal in Germany. They're back at the San Siro today. And of course, the 3-5-2 of Simone Inzaghi in full force as usual. Jan Sommer in goal, Acerbi, Bastoni, and Pavard on the back line. Solid back line there. Then you have DeMarco as the left wing back, a little more attacking, give you the crossing ability, finishing ability as well. Darmian, more of a defensive right wing back. And that's typical for Simone Inzaghi. He does tend to play with one style wing back and another style wing back to kind of balance it. Very difficult. Someone asked me the other day, who do I think in Europe has the best defense? And I said it's between Inter and Arsenal. That's what I think, just based on how they play. And it's funny because they both play two completely different systems, but I think the principles of defending that they both have are very similar. So yeah, formations are one thing, people, but it's how you deploy those players. It can really function a lot like another system, or another formation, I should say. So don't get too caught up on the formation. Pay close attention to the system for all you wanting to learn the game, right? So Henrik Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, and Barella, very strong midfield core. Barella gives you the energy, the craft, the technique. Çalhanoğlu, technician in midfield, brilliant passer, ranger pass, long shot specialist as well. And Mkhitaryan has kind of become this solid, composed midfield player who obviously can get forward as he's an attacker from his earlier years in his career, but very solid midfield. Some would look at it and maybe, but when you see them function together as a unit, you know that it's solid. And then I think this is the most throwback front two striking partnership that I can remember in world football right now. That's Lautaro Martinez and Thuram. I think they both complement each other well. Martinez, I think, showing me even more that's in his bag since he's had Thuram beside him, because it's kind of forced him to play off Thuram sometimes as well. So yeah, I think Lautaro Martinez, Thuram, solid strike force. Very good, well-balanced team. And when you look at their bench as well, De Vrij, always a mainstay. He's another one. If you put him in the back three, you're not going to lose much. Bisek, back there as well, a younger player, but showing a lot of potential this season. Carlos Augusto, another option as a wing back. And then, of course, Fratese, who got the winner late in the last game. Expect to see him come on at some point. Dumfries is out right now. Zielinski is out right now. Those, I would say, the two main ones that might have been playing if they were fit. But for the most part, they have a pretty fit team and they're ready to go. On the other side, Bayern, this is their starting lineup. Of course, you look in goal. They don't have big Manuel, so it's Erbig in goal. Centre backs Kim and Eric Dyer starting this one today. Stanisic at left back, Konrad Laimer at right back. Midfield, you have Goretzka and Kimmich, solid. Then you have in the attacking three behind Kane, you have Michael Olise, Leroy Sané on the flanks. Thomas Muller gets a start. He came on and actually did well in the first leg, so he gets the start tonight. And Harry Kane up front, of course, had a big miss in that first leg, was a big talking point from that. When you look at their bench, of course, they can call on the likes of Gnabry. João Palhinha really hasn't been used much in this season by Vincent Kompany. Definitely a big part player. Pavlovic as well lies in wait, and of course Kingsley Coman, always that good option off the bench as well if they need a change in the second half. So solid benches, solid teams for both. I think Inter, with their defensive structure, I give them the advantage today. Early prediction for me for this game, I think Inter wins the game. I think it might be a similar scoreline to the first leg. So I'll go for a 2-1, 2-1 or 2-0. But I'll say Bayern does find a goal. Maybe Kane gets on the score sheet today. But 2-1 to Inter is what I'll be going in this one, 2-1. I think Inter's defense will hold out, and they'll get some goals, whether it's set up by their front two or scored by one of them or both. Yes, I will go with Inter with a 2-1 win. And then just to recap from yesterday as well, fixtures would have happened yesterday, the second legs of the other two quarterfinal ties. The first one we'll look at is Aston Villa and PSG, and what a game this was. A lot of incident, a lot of back and forth. PSG started out the better team, scoring as well, taking a 2-0 lead, which pretty much looked like it would be curtains at that point, 5-1 on aggregate. But we'll have to give Aston Villa some credit, finding an equalizer after a mistake around the back by PSG. Tielemans getting that one, then McGinn, then Kanza, and it looked like it could have been a history-making night for Aston Villa. But PSG, to their credit, were able to hold out. Even I thought ended the game strong. I thought Doué coming on for Barcola really, up the tempo for PSG. And he basically came on right when Kanza got that goal. And I think that substitution just calmed them a little bit. You saw the difference. Barcola was really stretching the play in the first half, but maybe not as solid in terms of ball retention and linking up with the midfielders in part of the game when that's really what PSG needed more than another goal or to stretch the play. So I thought that was an astute substitution at the time. And, he didn't really see the need to change the team after that, and they saw it through. Aston Villa did have some near misses, especially at the end. Matson took a great volley that was stopped by, I think, Pacho heading into the goal. Donnarumma wouldn't have had a chance. So, Aston Villa definitely put up a fight. I think their fans should be proud of the effort that they put out in terms of the second half. And I think Unai Emery, it's been mixed what I've heard when I talk to people about his coaching performance. I was kind of beating him in the first half in terms of how it looked like he wanted the team to be really front foot attacking. And I thought to start McGinn and Tielemans where he did, knowing that you have the likes of Asensio on the bench, even Jacob Ramsey, I thought would suit that a bit more, being able to drive at players. But he went for what he went for. And, going in 2-1 at the half, it wasn't all lost, but it was looking bleak. But to his credit, after they got to 3-2, you saw him do the things I thought he would have started out with. Asensio came on for McGinn, Ramsey came on for Onana, pushed Tielemans a little further back into the midfield. And yeah, they ended the game well. But I think the biggest thing that has been an issue is this substitution right here. Ollie Watkins came on for Marcus Rashford in the 76th minute. And, Marcus Rashford definitely looked like at the point when he was coming off, even though he had been on all game, running a lot, trying a lot of things, putting a lot of hard work, I thought he was like even coming into the game even more at that point. And, maybe it was a case of he just trusts Morgan Rogers a bit more because he's been with him for the whole season, maybe. I don't know. But in that moment, it just seemed that Rashford shouldn't have come off. And of course, you can always look back on it. You have perfect vision. So I get that. But even in the moment, I think people were kind of surprised by that. Not the fact that Ollie Watkins was coming on, because Ollie Watkins has come off the bench and provided moments for Villa over the years, or even this year since he's been coming off the bench. But I just was surprised by that. And yeah, when he came off, I thought they lost a little bit of that impetus attacking wise. And, even to end the game, even though PSG didn't need a goal, they looked the more likely to score with some of their attacks. So, well played, good try. But I think the better team won in the end, and PSG moves on to the semifinals to face the winner of Arsenal and Real Madrid. Now, the other game that took place, a lot of people would have counted out Dortmund going into this game, including myself. But I think I remember saying that I thought this game would draw, 2-2 or something of that nature. But it ended up that Dortmund won the game 3-1, but they had lost the first leg 4-0, so they went down on aggregate 5-3. Guirassy with a hat-trick, even though he probably could have even had 4 or 5, including a hat-trick in the first leg as well. So, a hat-trick in the Champions League, and to still, if I was him, I would still feel a little bit like I could have done more in these 2 legs, and that's tough to say because Champions League hat-trick against Barcelona is something he'll always remember. But of course, it was in a losing effort over the 2 legs. I don't remember a game where Yamal was so ineffective in a long time. He had a couple of flashes where, it's just like, yo, they can't stop you. But it was just so fleeting and far between that, yeah, it makes sense that he got a 6.2 in the rankings. I remember he was just very quiet in the game. Dortmund, I thought, played really well, especially on that left-hand side. I thought Adeyemi was immense. He's driving with the ball. Pascal Gross, very influential in the game as well. But I have to shout out this guy that came on, Julian Duranville. Now, people, I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of players around the world, but I never knew about this kid. And I'm telling you, this 18-year-old Belgian youth, bro, any team looking for a new player, just, want to take a chance on a player before him get huge, this is a youth. And Dortmund consistently find these kids, man. Where was he before? Anderlecht. See, he was at Anderlecht from 2022. They bought him 2023, January. So that means him was what, 17 when they buy him? No, he was just 16 at the time. No, 15. So they bought him from he was young. And he's still listed on the Borussia 2 team, the under 23 team. But he came on in this game, people, and I'm telling you, this guy was looking like a problem out there. And Gittens was the one that I've been watching from season start. But this guy looked like them bring him up and give him a chance. And I'm telling you, man was looking like a problem out there. Max Bayer had a good game too. So yeah, I mean, look, one thing it showed is, Barcelona attacking wise is incredible. Can't go around that fact. It's a fact. But they can be gotten at in terms of their defense. Araujo, I don't think he has been the same since he come back from injury. Kubarsi is only 18, still, coming into his own. I think for him, it's very important that, a more experienced player on form is with him. And I think Inigo Martinez had been providing that before, but, he didn't play in this one. He was on the bench. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting moving forward who Hansi Flick sees as his best backline. I think Balde being out hurt them as well. But, yeah, I think that's the one weakness I see with Barcelona. As you can see, Chesney got an 8.0, even with conceding 3 goals. So that goes to tell you that he was under some immense pressure for the game. But, yeah, Dortmund, I think, just left that too wide a gap from that first leg, but kudos to them as well for a good performance. That 3-1 could have been even more, thanks to some great saves by Chesney and also some poor finishing from Girassi and others in that second half and first half. It could have been a lot more goals. But Barcelona looking like they will give a team chances to score on them. The problem is, will you outscore them? That's very hard to do. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. They, of course, waiting on the winner of Inter and Bayern. And if that Inter team goes through, people, that's going to be one of the best matchups in terms of offense and defense you could even ask for. So, yeah, like I said, people, 2 more fixtures today. So we'll learn the semi-finalists for the Champions League. It's going to be an exciting day. If it's anything like yesterday, it's going to be some great football to look forward to for all the fans out there. I'll be having the Arsenal game on the big screen. Of course, the Premier League going on right now as well. Newcastle Crystal Palace, that is in the 6th minute of play. Still scoreless over there. So we'll be keeping ties on that as well throughout the day. Big up to all the people that tune in for the EPL content weekly. Yes, we'll be back Friday for another preview show, people. So, why Ben White becomes so injury prone? Well, I think from the injury that he picked up this year, because he was like a warrior since him come to Arsenal. Everybody else used to injure and he's always there. But I think he just never really fully recovered from the first one, and he just keep coming back too quick, I think. Blessings, Coffee Tea, Wagwan. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Hope all is well, my brother, with you and the fam. Emery give away the game. Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying. Roger should have been sub instead of Rashford. Yep, I agree. Roger's been carrying them a lot of situations, but you could see that day he never quite have it. Even him driving runs weren't coming off as much. So, yeah, just work with Wagwan, and Rashford was getting on fire. I mean, look at the 3rd goal. Or was it the 2nd goal? I don't remember which one, but one of them, the man cut up everybody. and square the ball right in the box. Cristiano Ronaldo is at the game. Real is really doing the most. Jano, so the legend them out. Legend them want dead for the remontada. Mbappe warming up. Yeah, that brother them not worry about, man. Vinny too. She's a beast. Yo, people. Best start fret. Yo, I tell you the truth. Fret be a fret. Trust me, man. Aside there is not an easy side, man. Alright, so we're gonna get the play-by-play up on the screen in due time. Let's get out of that. Yesterday, Aston Villa showed how competitive the EPL is. Okay, so that is what you got from yesterday. Why I say that? Because they're like so far down. I mean, when you look at the Premier League table, it's not that far from like what, third place to eighth place. Newcastle with a draw go to third today over Forest. So Villa right now is in 7th on 54. But if they get a win, they'll be on 57, which is third and fourth right now. So I mean, they're not that far off the they're 9 points off second, which is, I mean, 6 games left, so it's unlikely, but I mean, they could catch Arsenal, especially if Arsenal continue in this competition and start to prioritize around the games and all of these things. So yeah, you never know. We're kind of limping to the finish line right now in the Premier League. Have 2 draws in a row. Basically 3 draws out of the last 5. So yeah, I mean, we don't lose no game, but we're not winning all of them. A 12 draw we're going now. The invincible season. So if we did have 12 draw and never lose no game, I'm going 20 win. Would have been 4 points off the top right now. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. If my auntie did have some next part, she would have been my uncle. All that don't matter right now, right? Bellingham is problem. Yeah, last week I thought he was the only one really like, and a couple of plays just kind of, play a wicked pass or make a good 1-2 and open up space. He was the only one looking to really do the Real Madrid things. I thought Vini was quiet, Mbappe was somewhat quiet. I mean, when Mbappe got through, it was Bellingham doing something to get him there, really. Rodrigo was extremely quiet. So I wouldn't expect that to happen twice. So we're just going to have to deal with it when it happens, defend properly. Just make sure we don't give them anything, don't give away a goal with a sloppy pass or, just let Madrid earn everything. I can live with that. But hopefully it's not a case where we give away a stupid penalty or, And I've been seeing the most hilarious memes and videos about the referees in this game. The referees in this game, Camavinga, the problem. Well, Camavinga is out, so we don't have to worry about him. He got the red card late, so don't have to worry about Camavinga today. But I feel like Chouameni been playing better this season though, so well, not even better this season. I think he's better for how they want to play today in terms of like they're gonna be committing a lot of bodies forward. And I feel like because of that, they might need his legs in there a little more. So what made this day? is this in Spanish? Or whatever language that is, that's why. They don't know. French? What is that? That's French? I think it is. Yeah, it's in French for some reason. Maybe because I have it on French. No matter. Apta. All right, cool. We're good to go. We're good to go. We're good to go. Yes, people, 15 minutes. Boy, here we go. Here we go. People, please do smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Share and subscribe. But yeah, people, this is gonna be epic. This is gonna be epic. So yo, drop in the score predictions. Let me know if you think the Gunners going to pull it off. Drop your score predictions for the 2 games today: Bayern, Inter, and Arsenal and Real Madrid. Please do drop them in the comment section. I will read them out. I will say later who was right and who was wrong. My score predictions for today: 2-1 to Inter. Repeat of the first leg scoreline. And in the Arsenal game, I am going to predict a draw in this one. I'm going to say 1-1. A 1-1 draw, which would see the Arsenal through. So 1-1 draw and 2-1 to Inter Milan. That's what I'm going with. People, I'm just sharing the content a few places as well. While I know you guys will do the same. And just make sure you're smashing the like button as well. That would be greatly appreciated. People, drop on the scores in the comment section. Drop on the scores in the comment section. Good luck as Spurs fan. I have nothing to cheer for this year, but me nah hate. Looking forward to a great game. That's an honorable fan there. No hating, just saying want to watch a good game. That is nice. Brother, this a game going to be the most watched game. I'm telling you. 1-1 Arsenal. I agree, Skull. 4-1 Madrid says float. So Madrid float says it's going to go to extra time. So let's see. He didn't put a winner. He just said 4-1 Madrid. All right. 2-1 Inter says Skull. So Skull and I seeing the games the same today. 2-1 Inter float agrees with that one. Nitro said 3-1 to Real Madrid, which I wouldn't really want to see, but hey, if that happens, I'm good because we're through just the same. So I'll take that Nitro. And Nitro is a gunner as well. So Nitro say him concede that we might lose the battle, but the war would have been won from the first game. So yeah, people, I'm just gonna share this around as I say. Instagram, folks. Drop on the scores in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the content. Well, subscribe to the channel and then you get the content. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm going for this. Like it now, I'm sharing it, people. Why? Right, I move so. Yo, seriously. Yeah, man, people. Thanks for the score predictions. As I say, we'll check them later. Watching Henry break down some tactics now, trying to see how Bayern can get through this inter defense. Not an easy task. Yeah, man, people. This game going hot like fire, man. I can tell you that right now because first of all, the atmosphere it's gonna be like a cheat code because as soon as an Arsenal player even breathe on a Madrid player, you can hear the fans are go mad. A whistle, yellow card, everything. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be a tough one. I don't know why it won't let me share this thing, man. This is so weird. I may try to share the thing and it not let me. I don't know why it move so. Alright, cool. I will have to do it because this thing I move like it not no sense. Make sure I'm gonna put this in a discard, Alright, cool. So I'll put in my sharing work for you. So people, ready, we're almost there, people. 9 minutes to kick off. 9 minutes to kick off. Anybody that hasn't yet, drop your score prediction for both of the games. Of course, Arsenal, Real Madrid here, live watch along. But also we know going on simultaneously, Inter and Bayern as well. So drop your score predictions for that. Let's see. I won't be watching much of the Bayern Inter game, to be honest, but I might have it just playing right here on my other device, just because kind of want to see what I go on with it as well. But yeah, we're just gonna have the play-by-play running. You'll hear my commentary throughout my analysis, my cussing. I don't know how professional I'll be able to keep the commentary today. I'm definitely watching this more from a fanalist perspective right now. It is my club side, so I'm sure the emotions will be going up and down. But we shall see, people. I think throughout this stream you'll probably see every emotion out of me because I don't see how this game is just a calm game. I just don't see how that would be possible. Channel one person said them. Some people said them not like the video. I wanna stay some man. Hold on, the people. I forget something. I love yours. No, we do. You want we kick off first? You must see the thing where them say the 10 ways to get a remontada. And one of them was to make sure you kick off the ball first. So you say, you don't want them kick it off. All right, Skull, I'm gonna make sure pre the beginning of the game and see who actually kick off, Let's see how that go. I know. So Skull, if them kick off the ball, what go happen? Let me know. Let me know, Skull. If them kick off first, what really go on? They say we're done for. Yo, I'm not overs why this no want work. It's like it don't want me share nothing out of Instagram. What make? Yo, this is the weirdest. Let me go up here, so. This game, I worry about Kivior. Bro, come on, man. You have to have some faith in a Kivior now, man. Cause I mean, the man never really put a foot wrong in a first game, you know. None at all, you know. So I don't know. I mean, at some point you have to just give him the credit and say, yeah, him do him thing. You know, him a do him thing. So I give him credit still. But I say Kivior are the problem. Alright, boss. So let's see. He's gonna be forced to defend today. He's gonna come up into way more defensive actions than have to make and all of them things there. Looks like Newcastle get on the score sheet. Let's see who scored the goal. Jacob Murphy, Trippier with the assist. Boy, Isaka missed goal from where there, you know, man. Miss a chance again today already. I know. Probably watch back that game later still. Is it I do some foolishness? What is it though? It's not none. So 1-0 to Newcastle. Newcastle look like they want to solidify them spot where they are in the league right now. This will put them third, 2 points ahead of Forest on 59 points and just 4 points behind Arsenal as well. This would be their 5th win on the bounce in the Premier League. So, you know, definitely a good time to be finding this kind of form ending off the season. And yeah, they're looking to solidify that spot in that top 5 now in the Champions League. City, of course, holding on to that last spot in 5th. Chelsea and Villa on their heels, just 1 point behind. So it's going to be a good race for that top 5. I think that's probably the storyline of the Premier League season at this point. So that's going to be a good race to watch in the last 6 games. All teams now would have played the exact amount of games. So, you know, everybody has the same running. Some of these teams, the semi-final teams in the FA Cup, they will have some weeks out. So they'll have, whether you call it an advantage or a disadvantage, they'll have some couple double game weeks coming up, similar to what Newcastle had this week with Palace. So it's going to be interesting, this running, but all of that is for another day, people. Right now, we're going to turn all of our attention as the teams walk out onto the pitch to the Bernebeau Stadium, people. Champions League anthem about to be played. You see the starting 11s walking out. Arsenal in the full black tonight, going up against the all whites, of course, Los Blancos, Real Madrid. So yes, people, the time has come. No more chattings. No more asking if Arsenal can do it. We are in the moment now, people. It's time to show and prove. Arsenal, Real Madrid commences right now. Should be a cracker, people. Should be a cracker. People, make sure you're still smashing up that like button. It's very, very important. Usually on these watch-alongs, I get a whole heap more views than likes. It don't make any sense to me, but I get it still. Sometimes you just click, and you don't know why you're clicking. But yeah, man, just show the appreciation by smashing the like button. We take our time, we run the light bill. We sit down in a one spot and we put it there, just chill out on the couch with all my woman and all them something there. And we decide to do an actual stream and bring you some content. So yo, just show the respect by please smashing the like button. And you can do the rest as well. Share and subscribe. Him nearly give Mbappe a goal. Yeah, when him never cleared the ball. But I mean, literally that was the first thing happening in the game. And after that he did well. Ricardo Baggio said 5-1 Madrid. Jaja no Baggio. You want me? Yo, I'm gonna end the stream, blood. If it reach them score there. But tell no one will remember this Liverpool win. Top 5 race most interesting. That is true. You know, the only thing I like about that Red Skull, nobody now gonna remember the Liverpool win because we couldn't challenge. So Like make me feel even worse. Never know say when I hate Tottenham so much. Got the Fulham game the other day and the man them a chant about Tottenham. Yeah, bro. The people when I like Tottenham, cause Tottenham a shit. That's alright. We ain't Tottenham, 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 we ain't Tottenham. We are the Tottenham haters. Yeah, man, when I like them boy. I don't even know why we don't like them. It's probably because them just don't like we, because them not really do nothing for ever stop we from doing nothing. But just not like them. Real Madrid players look serious. Yeah, man, me read the thing, man. It said them have to look directly in them eyes. And them have to get the kick off. And, you know, so them say who kick off first. Oh, show the task so I can know who kick off now. 4-3-3. Even though some Gunners fans say 4-4-2 Arteta. Yo, if you know, you know. They cost us the league last season. Yeah. Oh, yeah, say Tottenham cost me the league last season. Oh, because they never beat such and such side. No, man, we can't depend on them full side if we do not for it. Because we cause we self. Them game, that the Villa game, bro. From the Villa game, them no lose the league, bro. When Bailey sink we at the end. Yeah, they did celebrate a Man City win though. That was horrible. The man them literally they tell big who that coach them? Big Ange? Yeah, them tell Big Ange, yo, just lose the damn game, yeah, man. And Big Ange for course and say, I don't know what kind of mentality this club have, you know. But that's not the right mentality. Son could have scored, yes. He could have. He should have. Brother, if anybody on them side I run through like that, and I him me would have choose for try to score a goal for my side, get some point to them need, or get City to drop some point. But brother, the Villa game, bro, because I don't know, I can't depend upon City for drop no points and no running, bro. Them just not do them thing then a title challenge, bro. We've seen it too many times. So from we lose the destiny out of our hand, we know say we lose the thing, bro. Yo, Red Skull. Just build a man. Skull say, man, look nervous to Royal card. So the man the most nervous, bro. A big match, you know. Man say him play Mbappe in the Euro, so it was not, you know, like oh my gosh, Mbappe. Tell the man for us Bill and nobody get no interview till the match them done. I don't know where I get interview for. Just Bill Kivior. Arteta look like him just done take some calming pills or something, bro. I'm gonna give tribute to some legends, you know. The calm before the storm. Match start. My feed match not start yet. Them thing I can't stand, you know, man. That thing ain't not start yet, bro. Let me see if it move any faster on this car. The play-by-play reach all about the place and this not kick off yet on my screen. I want to go on. Yo, if no match start already, let me know. Paramount Plus always want they like 2 years behind it. Alright. This look like the shot, you know. I forgot watch it on this, you know, car. Yeah. I tell you, bro, but Paramount little quick up on the machine. So I saw watch it on the machine. Vasquez, cut out by Rice. Martinelli, one to beat. Valverde does well. Gonna be a throw into Arsenal. So mind up on about 45 seconds. Can work with that. Throw in for Luis Skelly. Yeah, so it look like, well, I wait on this for them there. Oh, yeah. So I'm a little bit behind. But not too far. If I watch it on the TV, it'll go worse. So what I'm gonna do is just left the Bayern game on the TV. That way we can go and see what I go on in that. And watch it on a big machine. Skelly with the throw. Into space. Too far for Party. What Party I do I make them run there? Party in them box like, whoa. People, please do smash up the like button. Please and thanks. At least I nearly score already. Timber takes out Vinicius, no foul. But one back by Real Madrid. Here comes Mbappe. Has Vinicius in the space. Closing down Timber and Saliba. And good defending. And Mbappe is a mile offside. Chested into the goal, but he was offside. He made the run early. The cross never came. He never really got back into position. Let's see the replay now. Yeah, he made the run, didn't receive, and just drifted and stayed where he was, you know. And then that was going well wide of the far post. He was on the far post, chested it in, but not even a question whether it was offside. So I guess for the psychological nature of it, good for Madrid to see the ball going to goal, but it didn't count. So not that big a deal, to be honest. Rea will clear this one. Long. Merino fighting, but Valverde clears. First touch Saliba, poor. Right to Bellingham, and then... So this referee looks like he's going to let the game play. Couple times now, Arsenal have just bundled over players, no call. First time we're going to see Odegaard find Saka. Saka now isolated with Alaba. Good cut back from Saka. Saka looking for a pass. Finds Partey top of the box. Being pressured. Can't lose it there, but does. Here's Mbappe now. Can run with the ball. A lot of space here for Real Madrid. Here comes Vinicius Jr. Full speed ahead. He has two in the box. One arriving late. Cut back. Skelly with a clearance. And it goes straight to Saka. And Saka gets cleaned out by Alaba. Oh my gosh. That was a reckless tackle. And that's an early yellow card to Alaba. And he can't complain. Saka really, he just baited him into that challenge, made it seem as if he didn't see him, and he just took the player clean out. Luckily for Saka, his right foot was off the ground, his left was coming off the ground, or that could have been terrible. But Alaba there, you can see him amped up there. But he's an experienced player, but not the best to be having to play Saka now for, you know, just 4 minutes into the game on a yellow card. Let's see. But you can see the intent from Madrid. The two times they have had the ball, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe linking up, getting right into the teeth of the Arsenal defense. So, as I said before the game, they're going to have to deal with a lot more actions going forward to face. Here's Merino now on the ball, looking for a pass, keeping possession well. Tried to keep possession, but good hunting down by Madrid. And well done by Rice winning back the ball. Martinelli, good turn. Plays it out of pressure. Back to Skelly now. Arsenal trying to just keep the football a bit. This is what they need. Here's Partey. Goes back to Kivior. Kivior being pressured. Goes back to Skelly. Skelly, what a turn in midfield. And Bellingham takes him down. Skelly really is good at shifting his body weight and turning on players. Can really see that he was developed as a midfielder. And Bellingham was his victim that time. Here's Martinelli now wide. Vasquez, really a converted right back in this stage of his career. So you would think Martinelli would want to challenge him. Timber does well not to let the counter start. Now finds Saka in the box. Here's Saka right-footed. Ooh, and that was wide. Cross come shot, but based on the power on it, it must have been a shot. He just thought, I might try one here. Not much space on that far post. And to be fair, Courtois pulled his hand away, knew it was wide. Here's Bellingham. As you can see, he's way more central in this game today. Not doing a job out on the left. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe into the box. And Martinelli does well to clear. Merino takes it down. Tries to find, and that's a poor challenge by Rudiger, but nothing called. This man just took out Merino, telling this ref is going to let the ball game play, which I don't mind it if you're going to be consistent, Mr. Ref. And he did card Alaba for the one really reckless challenge today. Far post, that's really just finding Rodrigo now on the opposite side. He has Skelly to beat. Does well to get across in the box, and it's cleared by Saliba. Front post run made by Bellingham there was dangerous, but Rodrigo couldn't find him. Bellingham, you can see, is much more influential in this one so far already. And here come Arsenal now with their first true counter-attack. It's Martinelli down the left-hand side. He has Asensio facing him up now. Asensio forces him back. He finds Rice, and Asensio was late on that challenge as well. The ref says play on, so he would have called that one, I think. Here's Saka. Saka cuts inside on his left foot, looking to shoot, and does, and it's saved by Courtois. That was heading into the far post. And Bukayo Saka already 2 shots towards the goal, that one on target, the first one not, but using the angle and a good save low to his right. Would expect him to make that save, but he had to make it. And that's a terrible challenge by Asensio. Could have been yellow carded, but I think the ref played on, so sometimes they get away with those. Here's Martinelli now, good pressing from Vasquez, but he's pressed it all the way for a corner kick. So this is Arsenal's first corner of the match. I must say it's a decent start from the Gunners so far, apart from a couple of opportunities. No, they didn't score. It was offside. Yep. Alaba. Yeah, Alaba trying to kill him, bro. I don't know what that challenge was. Recklessness. All right, people. So, as I said, the first corner of the match to Arsenal. Declan Rice will be an in-swinging one from the left. Big bodies in the box. That familiar setup. Everybody at the far post. Rice looked like he was going for the Olympico, but Courtois was ready for it and caught it easily. Madrid on the ball now. Here's, who's that over there? Rodrigo? Yeah, Rodrigo over there on the left. Hasn't made his way over back to the right as yet. Mbappe finding space deep and turning. Merino doing well to just screen the area so he can't get running. And here's Vini Jr. Saka in front of him. He cuts inside. Looking for a pass now. Going on a mazy dribble. Arsenal do well to win the first one, but here comes Real Madrid, but that's cut out by Rice again, and Rice can go forward now with the ball. Does well to keep possession. He play it wide to Saka. Arsenal have 4 in the attack now. Plus Rice making up the numbers. Here's Saka. Beats Rudiger pretty easily. Rudiger holding on to him. And now he spit. Ah, that was poor from Odegaard, you know. Odegaard had him, man. Left it short for Saka. And then Rudiger hits Saka on the way back as well. And what are they checking now? I don't know what's happening. And a VAR check for something. Is this on Arsenal? Or is it on them? It must be on Arsenal, because they couldn't have... What's going on, people? Somebody tell me. The ref is going to look, and it's when Arsenal had a corner, it looks like. And are they saying that it's a foul on Asensio? I don't think it's going to be given, to be honest. I mean, he's holding him, but he really kind of just goes down once he realizes he's not going to get on the end of the ball. I don't believe they're going to give this one, especially this referee. And they have given it, you know. I can't believe this. I am shocked. I am shocked. I don't think it was enough, personally. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to say I don't. Look, I'm happy. But at the same time, I kind of disagree with it, because for me, like, that play just happens a lot, and I just feel like he does hold him pretty much all the way down to the ground, you know. Gets a little bit of his legs as well. Rudiger cussing off the ref. Vasquez can't believe it. Bellingham can't believe it. Valverde can't believe it. Now, Arsenal need to convert this, though. I feel like the lift the stadium will get if this is saved or missed is going to be crazy. So they need to just convert the damn penalty. And is Martin Odegaard going to step up and take this? Or is he just holding the ball for Saka? Martin wants the responsibility going back to Madrid. Yo, I don't know if I love this, He's giving Saka the ball, is he not? Okay, yes, he's giving Saka the ball. Good. Saka, boy, Saka. Saka! Saka! Come on, Saka. Don't let me down. Yeah, I don't rate the call float. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I don't rate the call. I don't rate the call at all. I'm not looking at the play-by-play, because I have a feeling like the play-by-play there slightly ahead of me, Here Saka now goes into his routine. Come on, Bukayo. Bury this, Bukayo. Come on, Bukayo. Bury this. Come on, Bukayo. Them say the ball don't lie. But Saka went for the... Saka, I've never seen you try that. Yo, ball don't lie though. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Never a penalty for me. I mean, every single corner would be a penalty. I told you about the lift that this damn stadium get now. Got the concentration from Courtois. But Saka made it easy for him, man. Went for the madness penalty. Saka, that's not you, bro. Just drive the damn ball to a corner, my youth. Declan Rice getting hit in the head with shit. Come on, Declan. Every time them diss you upon the corner flag, we score after that. Rice with the corner, cut out by Valverde, and a foul on Arsenal that time in the box. Bukayo, man. Damn! I love that fourth goal, you see, man. But I'm telling you, people, I'm not listening to the volume, but I'm assuring you, anybody listening to the volume, it's probably deafening right now. Like, that's almost as good as scoring a goal. So that bounce that we're looking to avoid from them scoring, them just get it with the penalty save. Oh, that's a good run in the inside, Timber cut that one out, though. So Arsenal just need to keep their focus right now. I would hate for this script to turn out that they win the game and Saka miss penalty becomes a huge deal. But still a long way to go before them type of talk. But the one thing I will say, like, Arsenal is doing a decent enough job of keeping them in front of them for right now. Even the couple of breaks they had, we had good defensive coverage, But Bellingham's influence central is clear. He's just playing a totally different role today. Real Madrid doing a good job just knocking it around from side to side. Arsenal decisive in the defensive action again. Here's Vinny down the left, cuts back. Well won by Saka. Now Arsenal can try to play out. Good pressing put on by Madrid, and Saka takes no chances. Just boots it down the pitch. And a good burst of speed that time shown by Rudiger. Still has the bandage on his left leg, but showed a little bit of speed there. Chasing that clearance by Saka. Here comes Vinny, 1v1 with Timber. This is what he loves to do. Timber is a good athlete as well and does excellent. And I don't think that he got anything on that, but the ref gives a corner. Have to see the replay. Yeah, I didn't think I thought he was late. It's not even a corner. If Real Madrid score from this corner, that will be a big deal. Arsenal usually decent and defending set pieces. Here's the whipped in ball. Raya gets to the first one. Will it be a rocket from deep? No. Vasquez, well blocked. Went back to him, but blocked again. So 2 good blocks by Arsenal. Here's Mbappe, lets it go out for a throw. Throws it back in possession. This is Valverde whipping in across. Yes, he does. Brilliant shape on that one. And well one in the air by Kivior that time. Rodrigo, good ball to Vinny. Vinny can't find the cutback. Chouameni on top of the box. Poor from Vasquez. And a bad foul that time by Rice. Not called. Ref being consistent. I have to say that. He's been very consistent. Rice just ran over Vasquez and no call. Mbappe thought about the cross, but only Vinny in there against about 3 Arsenal players, so thought better of it. Go behind you. Oh, good. He tried to sneak in, did Rodrigo. I don't think Arsenal's defense saw him, but the pass across wasn't good enough. And it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. So 17 minutes on the clock. Big moment in the match so far. A dubious penalty call in my estimation. And Saka stepped up to take it and tried to chip Courtois. It almost worked, you know. The left hand wasn't that strong, but he did tip it around the post, and they got the slight lift from that. But Arsenal so far has defended well, and we're 17 minutes in and it's still 0-0. Miles Lewis Skelly being pressed, and that's a bit too much by Vasquez that time. Or was it Asensio? I'm not sure. Bellingham trying to have a word with the ref at every opportunity. Yeah, man, he took a gamble. You're a genius if it comes off, and you're not so much if it doesn't. Miles Lewis Skelly again, just proving difficult to get off the ball without fouling. He must draw a lot of fouls per 90. Referee already getting on to Skelly about time wasting for free kicks. And Kivior, I think that pass is a byproduct of the Bernebeau right there. He's usually super calm on the ball. That time he panicked and tried to play a long pass. We can't do that too often in this game. Good step from Skelly, and Rice that time will be called for the body check. So a free kick to Real Madrid in their own half. Here's a break for Bayern. Oh, that pass was poor. Sent Elise wide. Good ball to the far post. Ooh, Kane. All right, back to the Arsenal. Madrid going direct now. Saliba in the air. But the second ball won by Bellingham. I think that's going to be a problem for us, you know. Bellingham just picking up all those pieces. Good cross into the box. And any touch on that, it's a goal, whether from Kivi or Rodrigo sliding in. But Bellingham proving to be a problem. Driving forward, froze Timber with the step over, and telling you, Kivior, if he gets his right foot to that, it's probably into his own goal, you know, man. So him trying to flick it around the post. Bellingham proving a threat again in that more central role. A freer role today. Rodrigo over the top. That's a brilliant ball, you know. Good cover from Saliba, though. And Saliba says, I am your father. I am your father, Mbappe. You are my son. Mbappe with some fancy flicks and tricks. And the Bernebeau fans looking on, some around the world think that he will be playing in the all-white very shortly. I certainly hope that's not the case. And here's Arsenal. I don't mind this, you know. People might not want to see this as much, but I don't mind it, and that's poor. But well won by Partey. Good job, Thomas. Come on, Odegaard, man. Can't lose the ball this up. This is a problem now, and that's not a penalty. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up, Vinny. Batty boy. Sorry. Channel. Can't take the brother them more while, you know, man. Man, really get up and I beg the penalty there. Oh my gosh, Timber. You know the man I got dropped like a fly after him to get the penalty. Just relax the son of man. Clumsy from party still. Clumsy from party still. We said donkey of the week goes to soccer. For real. I hope him get a chance to score. PA gamesmanship are going in the box, you know, man. Yeah, man, shoot down them Ross, yes. I don't like this. I don't like this area. Look at that area between Raya and the back line, man. I hate that. Bellingham. Oh, not a good cross, though. Chouameni drops it back. Vasquez will just pump it in and flicked on by Asensio, and it's going to be a goal kick. Oh, it's given a penalty. Yo, blow. Well, I figured there would be 2 penalties in the game, but I also figured there would be both for Madrid. So Declan Rice say I didn't touch him. Everybody saying, oh, I don't think anybody who has fouled anybody has ever touched him. So let's see. Yeah, but why is he holding him though? He's most definitely holding him. I mean, what you mean you didn't touch him, bro? You're literally holding him. Yo, bro, you cannot do that, man. Bro, yeah. But Rice, you're holding him. Rice, you're holding him, bro. Like literally, that's the definition of holding someone. Yes, Odegaard, what you're doing with your hands, that's what Declan did. Bro, they're going to give it, bro. They already gave the other one. And that's, to me, that's even more than the other one. But just say, don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. And you give away a penalty. Unnecessarily as well. The man would not reach that flick on ball, bro. And the man just panic star. I don't know why is that side of him anyway. Mbappe goal side of you. So what are they looking at right now? I don't understand. Mbappe just see the ball go away and just say, you know what? Let me just drop down here, man. But bro, if Marino got that penalty, this man definitely getting this penalty. I'm sorry. In the Bernebeau, them not take with that penalty. Yeah, mad. Wanna say penalty or no penalty? Bellingham not gonna take it, brother. Mbappe gonna take it. Yeah, see Mbappe saying your one before, and I agree with Mbappe. If yours before is a penalty, then that is a damn penalty. I agree. I agree with Mbappe there. Sorry, I agree with him. Yo, this is taking forever though. What's the problem, man? Why is it taking so long? Bro, Marino dive too, and we get the penalty. That's why I think them going to give it. Because precedent setting of the game already. Bro, come on, man. Like, Rodrigo offside. Is that why they're not going to give it? I mean, they shouldn't. Rodrigo is right next to the ball too. I think if they don't deem anybody offside, I think they're going to give the penalty. The only way this go away is if they deem one of them players they're offside. But this is foolishness, man. Why this taking so long, bro? Come on, man. If it's taking this long, just don't give it then. And now them want him to go look. So why they never call him from long? Yo, come on, man. So after all of that, I thought it was soft BM. So I'm just saying, like, if that first one for us could have been given, I can see where this one is given as well. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't think the first one was that. Like, bro, we have seen people do worse than that to us in the box and they don't give it. So I'm just surprised they gave it. But what? I mean, his hand is on him though. Like, he dove, but literally when he's turning, Rice has his left arm in his way. Look. I mean, it's clear as day. If he went and looked at ours and gave it, he's not going to go look at this and not give it, bro. I'm sorry. Look at his left arm, literally holding him. And then, yes, he topples over on his own, but what I'm going to say? No penalty? Me bumbo judge. Yo, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yo, Rice was adamant, though, that he never do it, you know. Yo, this are history, people. We getting the calls in the Bernebeau in the second leg of quarterfinal. That is mad. I would have never predicted that. Never. Yo, we'll get where we want, people. Because I thought it would be soft penalty for soft penalty. I don't think ours was a clear pen. And I don't think that one was a clear pen either. But we got ours. So, I don't know. Well done, party. Give him no. Jeez, I'm just past the ball over the top. Yo, bro. Martin, sometimes you need to play the killer pass, you know, bro. Good ball, Kivior. Good ball. No. All right. Good idea. Good idea. But it wasn't really the play. Just stop the ball, so. Pressure Courtois, man. Him not like really have the ball at him foot, you know. Bellingham clean up every second ball. Jeez and peas, man. How much Bellingham there on the field? Him and him brother play. All right, so still 0-0, but what a bag of things happen so far. Long penalty VAR check, long penalty wait for our own, everything. CF penalty or miss by Saka, whatever you want to call it. Arsenal dropping back every player basically into their own half. Basically a 4-4-2 when defending, or even a 4-6 with no outlet up top. But it's very organized and it's frustrating to Real Madrid. You see them as a couple of loose diagonals now they have played. I'm sure if you ask Ancelotti, you know, if he would want a goal in the first 30 minutes, he would say yes. But I think even more, he would probably say, listen, as long as we are being a constant pressure and threat and we're creating chances, I know that the finishes will come eventually. But I don't think he can look at this first half so far and say anything like that. I don't think they have really gotten going. You know, Arsenal have done a good enough job of, as I said, keeping the game in front of them. Here's Real Madrid now on somewhat of a transition, but Arsenal getting back into their shape. Here's Mbappe. Ooh. Mbappe tried one from range and you could see Raya wasn't sure. Let's see how wide that actually was, but the trajectory was looking good. Oh, it sliced away from the far post. So, in fairness to Raya, he did have it covered on his far post. It looked at first like he was kind of panicking, but he did pull his hand away. Mbappe maybe thought he could get a different contact on that one to bring it back into the near post, but spun away from the far post. This Rice with a good win at the second ball there finds Martinelli. Martinelli on the ball now. Good ball into Rice. Rice beats one. Finds Odegaard. This is a good promising situation now. Saka early. Here's Alaba. Alaba. Good find for Odegaard. And Odegaard again with a foolishness. My gosh, brother. Come on, man. Do better. Sure. You're meant to be the one who's going to unlock the thing, man. And you're just doing foolishness with your final pass, bro. Chaja. Chouameni. Vasquez. Rodrigo. Oh, good chop. On his left foot now. Into the middle. Good tackle from Partey. Boy, Partey have been playing. So what a turn from Odegaard. Saka does well to win that foul as well. Just smart play from Saka. Knew the challenge was coming. Just sacrifice himself. Alaba needs to be careful. Don't think he'll get a yellow for that, but you know these things do add up. And yeah, he just was a bit overzealous there. Just kind of ran into Saka before the ball came to him. Saka gonna stay down as long as he needs to. I think he was onside, you know. I don't think. And Rice, as soon as the call was made and Rice knew it was him, he was like, bro, I did not hold him, did not pull him down, none of that. I mean, and of course, you see players do that all the time, but I think Rice is a pretty, yes, please, stop Rudiger from doing madness, no man, referee, man. This guy Rudiger does think he can do anything on the field, of my youth. Brother, the ball gone forever, and the man still run and kick over the man, you know. Yo, what you talking to him about, bro? Look at this. Bro, what is that? Come on, man. Rudiger need to get checked for stuff like that, bro. So you see what the levels are gonna be now, bro. They're just gonna try to kick us over. Because Asensio depend that, Rudiger depend that, Alaba depend that. Vasquez are the only defender upon the back line. I see just kick over somebody yet. True, Vasquez weak. Odegaard will whip this one in, I think. That's a good shape, you know. Ooh. It fell to Timber. Was leaning back though over the bar. And Real Madrid get going quickly. Alaba. Good pressing from Arsenal. They find Courtois. Courtois switches to Asensio. Good work put in by Merino here. Pressing. Good job. Stops that transitional moment that could have happened. This is better from Arsenal right now. Just not going all the way back into the block they've been playing. Winning the ball up the pitch. Good job from Arsenal. Here's Partey. Now Timber. Now Odegaard again. He can go forward with the ball. Has Merino central. But goes wide to Saka. Saka being pressed by Vini. Vini behind him. Vini does well to win the ball. And actually good call from the referee. I do think Saka fouled him when he thought he was going to lose the ball. And that's just good pressure from Real Madrid that time. Saka usually very reliable when he's pressed, you know, getting out of the pressure or drawing a foul. But that time, I think he just showed a bit too much of the ball. Arsenal, 10 minutes to 45, but I think there'll be quite a lengthy stoppage time for this first half after what we saw before the penalty. So I would say a good maybe 15 minutes left in this half. Would have been a tight offside call if this going to goal. Tried to point the toe down, but it just was a little bit too high on the foot after the half volley. A yellow card for Raya for time wasting already. The referee, I did see him talking to Skelly about the same thing before. So clearly it's something that he's keying on. That's good play from Saka and Marino. Here's Saka. Finds Odegaard now. Ooh, Odegaard tried to get past Asensio. Asensio riles up the crowd, maybe sensing that they're getting a bit quiet. And Raya can't believe he gets a yellow. But you can see it's a point of emphasis. I saw the ref talking to Skelly about it before a free kick. I see the assistant referee talking to Saka about it before the corner. So they don't want any antics from Arsenal from these set pieces. Good luck with that to the refs. Here's the corner from Saka now. Oh, and Courtois didn't know much about it, but a foul was called earlier in the build-up. Come on. The ref was conned. Mbappe dropping deep to get a touch now. Partey. Anytime he drops into the half space or into midfield, I see Partey shadowing. Good communication by the back line. There's an overload on this right side though. Martinelli needs to be aware. Well won in the air by Kivior that time. Well won by Rice that time. And well played by Kivior to Martinelli. Can he break away with it? He can. Here comes Chouameni full speed. And Chouameni does well to win that one. But Arsenal will get the seconds, and it was already out. But that's why I think Chouameni in this attacking Madrid setup is a little bit better than Camavinga. Those kind of tracking back, closing down tackles. Here's Kivior. Don't wait. And that's well played to Martinelli. And a throw-in for Arsenal right in front of Don Carlo. Here's Skelly. Who is that UEFA person standing there? She's just in the way. And this is a throw to nobody. Oh, well won in the air by Rodrigo. And a foul on Skelly that time. I tried to turn. Bellingham tried to turn on him. Skelly wasn't having it. So 0-0 both games in the Champions League right now. No change in scoreline in either of the fixtures. Valverde. Here's Bellingham. Goes wide to Vasquez. Loose first touch, but then he gets up and gets fouled by Martinelli. Martinelli saying he didn't touch him, but I think he did. Madrid went. Did they go quickly? No, I guess not. Yeah, he caught him. Caught the standing leg. This is a dangerous position again. Rodrigo has good quality on these little whip crosses like this. Arsenal should try to win the first ball if they can. The last couple have been too low. Let's see if he gets this one right. That's a better height on it, but well won in the air by Saliba that time. But here's Vinny. Vinny whips it back in. Saliba again with the cleared. That's played into space. Alaba back out to Vinny. Vinny looking to cross. Goes left. And that's blocked by Timber. So good defending by Arsenal. Clearing the first ball twice, 3 times in a row. Corner to Real Madrid though. Rudiger around the keeper. Definitely going to be causing some kind of havoc in there. Messing with him. Let's see. Timber ends up on the ground. Yo, Rudiger, madman in my youth. And Timber is just blocking him from getting in Raya's way. And well done by Raya punching with the one hand he had left. And it's going to be a throw into Real Madrid. Arsenal trying their shithousery here. Yeah, it was disappointing. Gabriel being there would be good. Score is 0-0. So we still have the 3-0 from the first leg. Merino should take the penalty, says Skull. I mean, he's a technician, but I don't know. I mean, Saka should take the penalty, bro. He takes the penalties. He should just take a better penalty. I'm not going to say because he missed, he shouldn't take it. He always take it. Ooh, that could have been put in by Rudiger on the back post. I think it was Kivior that got his head to that one. Or was it Saliba? It was Saliba, but he could only glance it towards the goal. And Rudiger dived but couldn't get there. And here's the corner by Rodrigo. In swinger. Near post. Oh, that's well done. I don't know who cleared that, but that was dangerous. This is Mbappe now. Probably going to look to get off a shot. Tries to play a pass. Cut out by Arsenal. Here's Odegaard. Being chased by Alaba. And that's poor by Martin. Come on, man. You tired? Rodrigo into Mbappe. Has space. Looking to get off a shot, but thinks better of it. On the ball still. Now he goes wide to Vasquez. Vasquez has plenty in the box, but goes to Valverde. Valverde to Bellingham. Bellingham over the top, looking for Alaba. That's not bad. Nodded down to Vinicius. Here's Saka now chasing Timber. And that's blocked again by Timber. So another corner to Real Madrid. They're heaping on the corner pressure now. And this is poor from Odegaard. They're showing it again, but they cut it. Here's the corner by Rodrigo. In swinger again. The last one was dangerous. Got all the way to the goal line, basically. See if Arsenal can do better this time. That's well done by Marino at the near post. Powerful header. Out to Vasquez now. Vasquez just going to clip one back in. No. He plays Valverde short. Valverde on the ball. He goes wide now to Rodrigo. Rodrigo. One to beat. It is Odegaard. Odegaard just facing up. Not diving in. Rodrigo with his left foot. Not bad. Skelly with time clears. And it's Saka now on the run. And he's fouled by Asensio from behind quite clearly. Actually, it was Vasquez with the foul. Saka is down again. I've seen that already today a few times. Yeah, he knew he couldn't win the ball. Just went up, turned his back a bit, barged into Saka, and that hit Timber's back. He knew nothing about it. His face marking. Oh, actually, it was Kivior got his head to that one. So it looked like it hit Timber's back, but it actually hit Kivior. Kivior headed out. And that last one, I'm surprised VAR is not checking that last one too. I saw a little bit of holding in the box, but no VAR check. Approaching injury time in the first half now. I think there'll be a good chunk. Over the top, looking for Martinelli. Good first touch. Vasquez. Chouameni did well to win that one. Kivior steps up well. Partey now to Odegaard. Odegaard. Oh, that's a good try to Saka, but well cut out by Rudiger that time. Here's Vinicius Jr. going on a run. Timber takes out Vinny this time, and that's going to be a yellow card to Timber, I think. No yellow card. They play quickly. Madrid sensing that they can get something before halftime. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe into the box. Arsenal do enough, and that's cleared out for a throw-in. Pressure mounting. I said 5 minutes, but there's 7, and that is probably fair. It was a lot of time they took to get that penalty, right? Half-time in the other game. But we have 7 minutes left to play in the stoppage here. Here's Vinny, blocked by Partey again. Arsenal doing a good job of, when a player cuts in, just having the right amount of bodies to screen so they can't slip a pass through or take a shot. And that's a good whipped in ball, but Saliba again in the air clears. Back to Rodrigo. Arsenal look like they're just happy to just defend right now before halftime, which I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that either. We're doing a good enough job screening the back line well enough. A lot of numbers in the box now for Madrid. Flicked on, and then a jump by Bellingham. But good defending by Arsenal, and now they're in possession. Here's Marino, finds Odegaard. Here's Odegaard. He has Martinelli, but he plays it behind him. What is wrong with you, Odegaard? Jeez and peas, man. Here's Vinny on the run. Good tackle by Saka. Far post. Skelly can't get to it. What a whipped in ball, but well done by Saliba again. Marino loses possession. Chouameni, good block. And what's wrong with Vasquez now? VAR will see it, bro. And here we go. Vasquez down, holding his neck. I hope Luis Skelly was not near this because him would do madness. And they're showing him on the camera right away. But it was Marino. Oh, come on. Vasquez, are you serious, bro? Why are you holding the back of your head? Yo, that man has some real fish. Bro, this man are going like something. Yo, I don't know, bro. It's like four bad pass the man make from the game start, bro. And that's some crucial. We would have been set up for a goal if the man do the pass properly. I don't know what's wrong with him, star. Sure, I know. What a kick out. Well done, Rice. Well done, Rice. Oh, what a good ball by Partey, man. Jeez. Martinelli couldn't run on that, brother. Oh. Damn. Arsenal need to dig in here. We need to get to halftime and keep the score just like this, bro. That 3-1 does seem so much more doable than the 3-love. Yeah, Martinelli have to be alert on this left side because Skelly is being forced to go extra narrow. But good communication by the Arsenal defenders. I can see them communicating. Here's Vasquez. Good whip ball to the far post, and that's going to be David Raya. Meat and drink, as they call it. So about 2.5 more minutes until halftime for the Gunners to get to halftime without conceding against Real Madrid. That would have been what? 135 minutes of that. Good flick by Saka. Here's Odegaard. Odegaard with a little space and time. Cuts in field. Finds Partey well. Partey now finds Rice. Rice has Martinelli to his left, but has space in front of him. Now finds Martinelli. Can he whip it across? Ooh, he went for the shot. And Courtois did well to get down and win that one. And that's poor from Rodrigo. I think good defending by Skelly. I think Rodrigo expected Skelly to sell himself early there, but just by this time, and Rodrigo took it out of play. We need to get that a little bit more to the corner, Martinelli, to score that one, but I don't hate the shot because the ricochet could go back into the danger zone. Partey again does well, and Rice fouls Rodrigo that time. Rodrigo went down like he was shot. Free kick to Real Madrid. It's just good defending by the Real Madrid players there. But 1 minute left to halftime now. Courtois goes long. Players go down, and that's because they were fouling Timber. Danny Ceballos limbering up before halftime. Maybe he's a sub that the coach sees to make in the second half. And Rudiger again doing madness. To be fair to him, he was being held and he just wanted his hand to be free, but I guess Timber, sometimes the ref don't see the first action, right? Raya takes this one long. And Rudiger trying to bounce over Marino, but Marino ain't small. That's a poor pass, but Saka can't win it. Here's Vinny. Goes to Alaba now. Vinny making the run. Saka tracking. Now Timber gets back. Good job. And the referee calls an end to that first half. It's 0-0, people. 0-0. So 3-all. I mean, 3-all. 3 love Arsenal still on aggregate. Arsenal staying there, compact, defending. But they're doing decent. The centre backs doing really well. I think Timber has been good as well, to be honest. Odegaard, man, sloppy Odegaard. I think Marino. But I think the best player on the pitch for Arsenal so far, for me, has been Partey. And I would say Kivior and Saliba right up there with him. But for me, Partey been the best player on the pitch. Real Madrid, I think Bellingham has tried. He's been probably the most influential player in terms of just what he's done. Vinny's probably not loud enough for what they need, but he's trying as well. I think Timber has done decent to neutralize him. Rodrigo, I think his most dangerous situations have been from set pieces. He has been putting in some good set pieces. And Valverde putting in good work in midfield as well as Chouameni. So Courtois again coming up with some good saves. So carrying on his form from the first leg, and of course getting the big save of the penalty. Saka with the missed penalty in the, what minute was that? The 13th minute. Yes. So 0-0. Arsenal will be totally happy with that. I'm sure if you ask Arteta before the game, would you take a 0-0 at halftime? He would say yes. Saka did disappoint us there. We can't lie. It's been a while since he hasn't scored a penalty too. I want to say it's back since the miss with England. Could be wrong on that, but I don't think he's missed since then. So yeah, it's been a little while, but he did miss that one today. I'm sure, as I say, hindsight is always perfect vision, but I don't think I've ever seen him try that Panenka style penalty before. But I guess you never try things till you do. So it just wasn't done well enough. And I think most of the time when you do that style penalty, you might want to take a look at where the keeper is at some point and try to give him the eyes to go the other way. But he just had his head down the whole time, didn't really look at the goalkeeper much. And maybe he was going for the element of surprise because Saka's never done that. He always just picks his spot and doesn't quite lace it, but drives it low and hard to either corner. And you could see he was diving low to that side, and the Panenka, because it was softly enough kicked, he was able to readjust and get his hand to it and get it out. So tough one, but if I'm being honest, people, in real time, I thought the penalty was a bit harsh of a call on Real Madrid. So yeah, I was thinking when they had their chance to get their penalty, that it was going to be a no-brainer that they would get it. You know what I mean? But it wasn't the case. It was not the case. I was shocked. I was completely shocked by that, to be honest. Yes, I was very, very shocked by that. Just came back. Be honest, Madrid should have had a pen. Yeah, I think if ours was a pen, if they gave a pen for what happened to Marino, I don't see how Real Madrid don't get the pen for what happened to Mbappe. You know what I mean? Big up 1-1 Wagwan, bro. We're there. I do the match, live and direct. Had some time today, so I say, I can't not do the Arsenal second leg. I couldn't do it last week because it just wasn't a good day for me. But today was a much better day. So I'm saying, Me, I go do my live stream today. So yeah, but it's 0-0 in both fixtures in the Champions League today, which is surprising. I thought that goals would definitely be in this game in particular. But Arsenal doing well to, keep things down in that first half. Don't remember many clear cut. I think the far post chance Rudiger couldn't get on the end of. They're showing back the penalty incident again for Arsenal. Still, for me, it's one of those that could have just been let go. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was enough. Especially when you factor in, like, I guess it don't matter where the ball is, but he was never getting to that ball. But anyway, the penalty was given, and then Saka tries it's like he almost never even believed in it. Like he didn't really, he didn't exaggerate the kick enough for me. Like if you're gonna do that, you have to kind of have some kind of gamesmanship with it, and it was too robotic. You know what I mean? It never looked natural, and it never worked out either. Now they're showing the Real Madrid pen incident. For me, this looks like more of a pen than the other one. So I'm just surprised that they never got it. I mean, it clearly is impeding him from turning and going to get that ball. Whether he can get it or not is irrelevant, honestly. So I'm just surprised that the ref looked at that and still got away. Now maybe it's the unnaturalness of how he fell. Like he literally spun his body back the other way, which wouldn't make any sense. Maybe that's why Marino got it. He kind of fell in the direction he was being pulled, and Mbappe, because he dove the way he did, he almost dove as if he was pulling him from the other side. So maybe that tied into it, or maybe I'm just looking at it too deep. I don't know, but I don't know. It should have been a pen for me. I said this all the time. If it takes 5 minutes to make a decision, it wasn't clear and obvious. That is true. For it to be called a foul on the field and then taken away, and it took so long to get taken away, that's a bit shocking. Madrid ain't good. They are a counter-attacking team. Once they don't have space in behind, they are done. Worst Madrid team I've ever seen. We are defending well and keeping a good shape, though. Yeah, I agree totally with the defending well and keeping a good shape. I have seen this Madrid team this season play much better than how they've shown in the past couple of weeks and stuff, but it was never any form of consistency. So you're right in a way. I mean, they're not consistent with it. Bro, my vex about Saka penalty. Yeah, man, me know, bro. Me know. Saka should not take penalty again. I won't go so far, Red Skull. PSG versus Villa was a good game yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. Both games were good yesterday. I had to go back and watch back the the Barca Dortmund game too, because of people telling me how good it was. So I watched that game back later. But I was watching the Villa game in real time. Very good game. Very good game. Very entertaining game. Madrid just have players with athleticism but no luck pickers. There are good players in their midfield, but none of them are technically gifted. So once you sit deep and keep a shape, they're done. Yeah, I feel like a Arda Güler, Modric might need somebody like him. I see them bringing on Ceballos. I don't know what the hell Ceballos gonna do, but I saw him warming up. This is Real Madrid. Arsenal can't play attack football. Agreed. Arsenal managing the middle well, not giving Real Madrid a chance down the middle. No, none at all. I think Partey been strong, and as I said, when we're out of possession and then beat the first initial press, we just go into a 4-6. We have Marino and Odegaard the highest up in the midfield. Basically, it's like a 4-4-2-0. Basically, we have two banks of four, and then the two players up further, but they're all basically in our defensive third to like the start of the middle third. So we're not even playing with an outlet once them get settled and them have possession, which is fine. I mean, they can't break through. We will get outscored. Yeah, bro, we had a chance just now. If Odegaard played the ball in front of Martinelli, and I said we would have scored, but would I get some kind of chance out of that? You think Madrid should come on early? They are shite. They got played off the park by Leipzig and Dortmund, but they didn't take the chances. They ain't good. Thought Chippy could have came on for Rodgers late. Emery doesn't like subbing Rodgers off, though Rodgers was trying to bully Mendes, and that don't work. Because I use a quicker player late. Yeah, but I don't know. Quickness ain't beating Mendes either, bro. Mendes is just like a machine right now. I don't think Mendes fast, I don't think quickness going to beat him. Maybe some trickery might beat him, which Leon have. But I don't know how fit was Leon though. I think if Leon is fit, him come on yesterday. I just don't think he was fully fit. I mean, he was on the bench, so he had some form of fitness, but I don't think the coach really did trust Leon to play yesterday, or else he would have played. I mean, they needed a goal, and if Bailey's on your bench and you need a goal when he's fit, you're gonna bring him on. So the fact he never came on, I'm questioning his fitness. Yeah, because when Barkley came on for Tillemans, I was surprised. Because I figure the next change would have be Bailey on for even a defender. And just try, just go for it like a madness. I didn't expect him to take off Rodgers because I barely ever see the man take off Rodgers, so unless he's injured or something. So yeah, I think Bailey's omission had less to do with like what the coach thought he could do in the moment or what we think he could do, and more to do with like him just not being fit enough to really impact, Maybe he was just there as them have to say, oh, Bailey might come on, knowing that damn well he probably wouldn't come on. Because yesterday, what other situation would you need to play Bailey? It was perfect for him to come on. As the only lock picker they have, but he's 176 years old. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, as I said, they don't have nothing to lose. I mean, if you lose the tie, 5-love or 3-love, you lose the tie. So you might as well try. Might have to sacrifice one of the fullback and put Valverde at right back. Maybe the coach thought the game was too big for Bailey. I don't think so. Bro, in 80 minutes, Ethan for Odegaard. Shock when Barkley come on because he doesn't sub Yuri either. Yeah, I was kind of surprised, but it looked like Yuri wasn't even vexed. Maybe him tell the coach, brother, me boss. I remember, Yuri was playing high up in the first half, which probably for him in that role is a lot more running. And then they dropped him back into midfield when they were pressing the game, which left transition stuff happening. And if you remember, when he took off Yuri, PSG were actually playing better. So Yuri probably just boss. That's probably all that was, to be honest. Arsenal counters look dangerous every time they get a chance. Even when the counters don't come off, the position to counter always look good. That is true. Whenever Partey win the ball, Kivior or Saliba and them find a pass to the midfielder to turn, the numbers are looking very good going forward. I've never seen a Madrid team this bad. No ball handlers. I grew up watching special technically gifted ballers in Madrid midfields. But this team is an example of football in 2025. Pure runners. That is true. Camavinga, Tchouameni, Valverde. He's technical, but I wouldn't call him like a slick player. He's more of a runner than a technical player. Yeah, Magic is really the last of the Mohicans. And as you say, he's 5,085 years old. So can't really do it. At least not from the start. They have nothing to lose now. They shouldn't have picked Magic in the first game. I agree. I was so surprised when Magic played the first game. But I think Tchouameni was suspended and so was Vasquez. But I still probably would have went like Camavinga, Ceballos, and still not have pressure Magic in that midfield. Isn't Bellingham technical and a playmaker? I mean, he can be, but he also kind of just wants to drive with the ball, like he kind of needs space to run into and run, like we're not providing him the space for him to do it. I don't think he's like there's 5 defenders and I'm going to find a pass that break all 5 of them. I don't think he's that guy, you know what I mean? Yes, Toni Kroos would be, I was surprised when he retired. He looked like the way he played, he could play 5 more years, bro, honestly. May as well fling him on. He's the one man they have that can open up a team, but it comes at a price. Yeah, it will come at a price. So we'll see if they decide to do that. But that's an option. I mean, as I say, I saw them limbering up Ceballos late in the first half, which usually is a sign that, they want him get ready to come on. So let's see if Ceballos comes on, which would be a bit strange for me in terms of like subs. I don't know why Ceballos would be on, but he is a technical player. He can pick a pass as well. I don't know Don't know what type of form he's in right now. I know he gets more game time this season than last, but I think that's mainly when people are not around to play. Or fixture congestion and things of that nature. So definitely someone kind of on the periphery. For me, like Arda Güler would be that type of player to kind of pick the lock, but haven't really seen him use Arda deeper in the midfield. But maybe potentially I would sacrifice Chouameni out of the team, put Valverde deeper, make him play like more defensive, and then you put like dual eights. You have Arda and Bellingham. So you have one runner in Bellingham, and then you have like a more technical, can play a two-pass type player like Arda Güler. Maybe that could work, but don't know how much he trusts Arda in that situation. So if you don't trust him, just bring on the old man then, the tried and trusted one, Luka. But as I say, it looked like Dani Ceballos forwarding. So let's see who he comes in for. So the players are now out for the second half, people. Remember, please do smash the like button. You can support the channel as well by dropping a super chat with your thoughts in the comment section. Let's see if there was indeed a substitution at halftime. It looks like the same players on the field to me, if I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, so both teams unchanged going into the second half. Courtois will go long, and that's a mismatch in the air. And Kivior gets bailed out by a push. Rodrigo had no chance to win that one in the air. So he just put two hands on Kivior when he was going to jump the ball. And then Luis Skelly as well goes down. David Raya will clear this one. Marino will challenge, can't win it. And Vasquez off the chest, back to Courtois. Martinelli says, why not? Cleared, long. Saliba should win this one, but that time, and that's going to be a yellow card to Saliba, or should be. Definitely a clear hold, but no yellow card again. So this ref being lenient with the cards. Into the channel now to Vinny. Cuts back on Kivior, back to Vasquez, can whip them well, Chouameni, well, one in the air by Saliba again. Alaba chases back. Back to Rudiger. And it looks like Bayern have scored, people. It's 2-2 in the tie. And Harry Kane gets a goal. As I said, maybe Harry Kane gets one today. He does. So Bayern Munich leveling the aggregate score at 2-2. Big goal for them to score first in that game. So the tie is in the balance now. Remember, away goals don't count extra, so no advantage to Bayern. Here come Real Madrid in full flow. Here's Mbappe. Switching the play well. Here's Rodrigo with space, can shoot and does so, but two players there to block between Martinelli and Timber. That one was blocked. I repeat, Harry Kane scores 53rd minute. 1-0 Bayern, 2-2 on aggregate in the San Siro. This will be a corner now to Real Madrid. Alaba gone to that wing now to whip it in with the in-swinger. Arsenal have to stay concentrated here. Did a good job in the first half for the most part, defending these set pieces. Here comes Alaba now. Far post. And Saka does well to watch that one, clear it. Valverde heading back towards his goal, switches the play. This is Vasquez. Vasquez goes back to Valverde. Valverde has Vinny wide. Doesn't use him, just plays it back to Vasquez. Arsenal doing well here to stop them from just lumping it back in. And Madrid decide to basically reset a bit. And now they move forward. Bellingham finds Mbappe, who's wide right. Mbappe. Rodrigo, back to Mbappe. Walking pace now for Madrid. Mbappe from a standstill beats one. Vasquez cuts inside well. Went into the space. Mbappe didn't use him. And that's off of Mbappe last. And it's going to be a goal kick. He's upset. I don't know why. Watch your chicken wing. Watch your chicken wing a stick out there. Party. No bother with it. Bless up for the super chat 1-1. Respect, bro. I tell people every time if you're right back or left back is good and pacey as any passive creative wingers, it won't be easy. It's gonna have to boil down to team tactics and out-ball movements. And Madrid ain't doing that well. That's a fact. These man had Madrid before that, Zidane before that, Guti, now they have Jude. Football has gone left. Arsenal have 22 players in the box. Yeah, man, we have about 24. Goulier is a good player. He can pick locks, but in 2025, them type of man get pushed out wide because they ain't strong enough or fast enough. Facts. A lot of those players in the older era, they don't even have a position really. Like Ozil would have been a wide player in this day and age, and as well pressed by Arsenal, Partey winning it and fouled from behind by Bellingham. Couldn't get around him. Battle of the number fives there. Real Madrid face is looking more and more frustrated. Poor pass from Rudiger, but it was good pressing from Arsenal, just taking away all the angles. In the end, Partey does well to win that free kick. Arsenal can slow the game down now. Rice and Odegaard over this one. Who will it be? Declan will whip this one in. Good ball. Ooh, Marino rose the highest and looked to be poised to head that towards the target, but got under that header. Sent it over the bar. Goal kick again. Arsenal can set their press. Rudiger this time finds Vinny. Vinny with a poor one-touch pass to no one. Saka does well to play that out of pressure. No Partey. Oh, that was a good attempt at a flick by Marino. Didn't come off though. Bellingham plays it to Vinny. Vinny, poor touch. And then that's a good tackle by Bellingham. Rice, just Lego the man. Just get off of him, bro. Why you getting involved in that, man? You know Bellingham just want to get a red card or something mad, bro. Just relax, no? Like what? Can't even blame Rice for that. Bellingham hold the man foot. Odegaard. What's the problem? Foul throw? Yo, what him do? I really foul throw the man foul throw star? How I go on? How do you think Arsenal midfield match up with PSG midfield? PSG have 3 midgets in there that runs everywhere and hard to track. Well, Fabian Ruiz ain't a midget, but he does run everywhere too. I think the matchup in midfield is pretty good actually. I think both teams possess. Well, I think the difference with PSG's midfield, I don't think that any of them are really and truly CDMs, but it still works out for them in their system because all they do is just make sure they're aware of each other's positioning. So they always have someone in the CDM space, but I don't think any of them is as good at Partey at like a CDM's role. But I will say that they're a lot more versatile as a midfield because I think all of them could play 10, 8, and if it's 2 of them with someone else, they could play 6-2, so I think, yes, size-wise, Rice and Partey, it seems a lot bigger and everything. I get that. And here's Bellingham, and that's going to be a penalty, is it not? No, it's going to be a corner kick. So that's the first time I can remember Bellingham running in behind us. And Rice did well to get back on side. And to be honest, that could have been a goal kick, man. And Inter have scored, but they're claiming it's a handball. So let's see. No, it counts. So it's 3-2 Bayern. Oh, and that was a free header at the near post for Mbappe, sorry. And he couldn't keep it down. Not really known for his heading, And maybe that's a part of his game that he can improve, but that wasn't good technique at all. Looked to turn his head way too early. Just looked uncomfortable altogether trying to score that header. Back to Kivior under pressure. Good composure. Back to Raya. Raya takes a touch and does well to clear. Saka takes it on the chest well. Good shielding and strength from Saka, getting away from Alaba. Finds Rice, now we can break. Here's Martinelli, now we'll get it. One to beat, it is Vasquez. Poor first touch. Let out wide, but he keeps possession well. Here's Skelly. Skelly has Partey as support. Goes back to Martinelli instead. Martinelli, 1v1. Deciding against taking him on. Will he now? Just playing with the ball right now, not doing anything. I think he's going to try to push and run eventually. Does well to beat him. Oh, the 1-2 was on, but Rice decides to keep possession. Kivior now forced all the way back. And this will go to Raya. Raya finds Timber. Timber does well to just drive through any kind of trouble. Finds Odegaard. Poor first touch, second touch better. Here's Odegaard. Odegaard with Saka. Odegaard cuts inside now to Partey. This is good from Arsenal. Keep some possession, but keep the shape of the team. Do not let them counter from this posture that we're in. Martinelli, this need to finish with a shot or a goal kick or a corner, and it doesn't. And that's going to be a yellow card to Martinelli for sure, maybe even a red. That's the one mistake by Kivior. Here come Madrid. Good recovery from Kivior though. Here's Bellingham still on the ball. Now to Timber. No, Timber and Vinicius. Good ball to the far post, but not enough power at all on that one. Raya easily claims it. Saka now can run at Alaba. Here's Partey on the ball. Odegaard. Rice is free, but not being passed to. Come on, move the ball, Arsenal. Move the ball. Just move the ball, man. Stop standing on the ball. Move the ball. Well done, Timber. Yo, what the madman at the pan? Jude, what's wrong with you, man? Jude just want to beat up people. Who that go score pan? That not score pan nobody. Yeah, bro, foul through. I can't believe. But bro, everybody foul through every time. They just never call that stuff. Mata got pushed out wide towards the... Yeah, he did. And dash with Timber star. Corner kick now. So Danny Ceballos eventually does come on. Let's see which midfielder they take off. Whipped in by Rodrigo. Ooh. The Olympico was on, you know. And that was going in. Good punch by Raya there. It's 2-1 Inter now, people. I'm missing the goals, but the prediction is spot on as of right now. Here's Vasquez. Will he go for it? He will. Partey again blocks it out with his head this time. Oh, never touch it. Well done by Arsenal again, causing the mistake by Real Madrid. Asensio was not willing to take a chance there with Odegaard pressing. And the looks on the face is looking a bit different from before the game. It was focused and intense looks on Madrid faces. Now the looks are looking a bit different when you see them show them on the camera. What a ball through to Saka. Can he get on the end of this? He can. And it's going to be out for a corner, I think. Asensio is asking for his crowd to show him some love. But that was the one time Odegaard got a through pass right in this whole match. And that's just good recovery speed by Asensio. Can't really blame Saka for anything there. Just a good toe poke out of play. Bayern now down 2-1, ringing in the changes. And let's see the corner now. By Saka. Far post, and that's easy for Courtois. Courtois tries to roll it out. This is how Arsenal scored on the weekend in the Premier League, and that's a brilliantly played, and that's a handball by Partey, missed by the referee somehow. And here's Odegaard, and that's boy Rice. That was a very good cutout, my boy. We needed that. Play to him, good. Play to Odegaard now, good. Jeez, Rudiger is going to foul this. Hey, and he stepped on him. Come on, referee, man. Referee. Referee, are you blind? Referee, are you blind, bro? The man pushed him down and then stepped on him on purpose, bro. Bro, that is on purpose. You can't tell me nothing. Yo, that is bull. That is bull, bro. So 3 subs made by Madrid there. Triple substitution. So Carlos say, yo, I have to try something in this game. Ooh, bless me. So I think it was Hendrik Ceballos and who again? So Hendrik Ceballos and Fran Garcia on Alaba off. Lucas Vazquez off. And who was the third player off? Was it Rodrigo? And Rodrigo off. So that's actually quite surprising that they haven't gone for Goulet. They haven't gone for Brahim Diaz, who I thought has been pretty good for them off the bench this season. So yeah, interesting that he's gone for Hendrik today. And it looks like Hendrik is playing wide as well, which normally we see him through the middle. And that's not the situation. So, you know, Carlo trying anything at this point. Even things that I haven't seen them try yet this year. Arsenal doing just enough with the press to make it not as easy for them to play out, and as poor given away by Hendrik there. Arsenal back into possession. Partey making himself an option, but played wide to Martinelli, and Salah and Hendrik there. Probably telling him that there's no way he should be in Brazil's team over Martinelli. Good composure by Arsenal, but that's a poor first touch by Timber. Rare as well. You don't see him with those type of loose touches all the time. And Saliba asking him probably, what the hell kind of touch was that? But Madrid in possession now. Here's Hendrik, wide, as I said, playing wide right. Don't normally see him out there, but that's where he's playing now. Here's Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia, much more attacking left back. Bellingham clips it into nobody. And again, frustration by Madrid. And Hendrik was approaching him like, don't push it through my legs. And the man still get the salad. Yo! Goals incoming now, says Float. All right, I wonder for who? I hope for us. All right, here is Madrid on the ball now. Over the top looking for Mbappe. Not a bad run, but good defending by Saliba. Good catch by Raya there. Here's Partey. Saliba with the first bad pass he's made all game, but it could be costly. Here's Hendrick. Poor first touch. Here's Valverde now. Energy on the right this time. Whipped in ball. And he did find the head of Hendrick, but Hendrick couldn't quite sort out himself to angle that towards goal. But you can see his intent. He got on the ball, tried a shot. It was blocked, ran into the box, got on the end of a cross. Would have been a spectacular header if he could have got that on target. But Saliba puts his hands up and apologizes. As I said, the first mistake I've seen him make, maybe even in the first two legs. Good flick on from Marino. Here is Saka now. Madman Rudiger running in. This will be a foul. I'll bet you all of my money that this is a foul. Okay, he passed the ball. Rudiger will foul you, bro. Good ball to Rice. Rice looking for someone. Good pass to Odegaard. Odegaard on the ball. Now finds Marino. Marino. Good ball to Saka! Goal! Bukayo makes up for the penalty miss. What a good finish from him. And it's 1-0 to the Arsenal at the Bernebeau. Shades of 2006 when the star baller that year in the world, Henry scored the lone goal in a 1-0 win. Could it be deja vu? 1-0 to the Arsenal. A deft. He went back to the Panenka style chip, and it works this time because it was needed, as Courtois surely would have saved anything low. But Marino did well. I thought he might try a shot, but he just was freezing the defenders to slip in Saka, who stayed onside well. And you can see that their shape is going haywire. It was all out of whack from the first flick on of this ball. You know, Rudiger is out wide left now. Garcia goes to central defense. And I don't think they ever fully recovered the shape after this. As you can see, Garcia is more central. Now Rudiger goes central. And look at Saka. He's on the last line. He's on the last line. And then Rudiger just loses track. And Valverde not playing right back all game. Just way behind the rest of his defense. And that's what keeps Saka on side. So it was coming, people, in terms of the shape getting out of whack. And Arsenal exhibited the good amount of patience in front of the box to just let the opening happen. And that was brilliant from Arsenal. So let's see, it's 1-1. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Here comes Raya now. Good on top of the ball. Well done. Relax, Raya. We have the lead. Here's Saliba. And Saliba is an idiot. And I just said don't give away a blowout goal. It's 1-1. And Madrid now will have some hope. Cheese and peas. But why is Raya in such a rush to do that though? Like, I can't even blame Raya Star. Raya cannot expect Saliba to just let the man tackle him and score. Like, what the hell? Jesus. Vinicius Jr. just sneak up on the man, Star. How? Why would I have to give them a goal? I don't want my prediction to be right, but John Star. Yo, I can't blame the keeper, bro. What you talking about, keeper? Brother, the man have time. You don't think the man going to, like, Jesus, what a set of people love foul Skelly, man. Yo, what a gift given to Vinny there. Jeez and peas, man. Saliba said, I don't want to forward at your club. Let me give you a goal. Maybe you don't think I'm not good now. What is the issue? Who you want to talk to? Yo, I think an Arsenal player going to get sent off in this half for time wasting. That's my prediction for the rest of this. Mbappe played on the right as a youngster, so they could push him out there. Vinny on the left and Hendrick as a false nine, so Mbappe to be lazy without the ball. Yeah, 1-1 because we just gave a goal up for no reason, you know. Vinicius. after doing nothing the entire 2 legs, basically. Oh, Valverde doing a madness here. Courtois clears. Well won by Kivior. Well done by Skelly. Here's Rice. Back to Skelly. Skelly cuts inside. Manon! Thank you. Thank you. You definitely kick the man foot. Man just cuss every Portuguese bad word. Skelly got away with that one, but it is a foul. Man literally just put him foot for block him. He never even need to do that. I'm sure just win the ball. Or the guy with his hands up wanting it. Yo, what kind of tackle that, man? Madrid getting desperate now. Man, them a try kill people, uncle, man. Yes, Alvarez would have been a better buy. Facts. Come, score next one, yeah, Arsenal. Odegaard, poor. Saka will get to this one, though. Saka trying to beat all of them, but he wins a throw. Garcia long. Arsenal just need to try to win those second ones. If they win the first one, good tackle from Saka, and Ceballos was fishing for that. Clearly, here's Rice running at them. Rice, can you do something with this? No, good tackle from Chouameni that time. Good pressuring from Marino. Forced the mistake from Courtois, throw into Arsenal. Come on, Ceballos, get up. Good challenge from Chouameni there. I don't think that was going on target from Rice, though. Never looked confident on that left foot. This one is a long throw. And what's the problem? Another foul throw again? What's the issue? Odegaard trying to press Garcia. I think Arsenal is doing this well, even though obviously we don't want them to score. We're just not letting them just play out easily. We're still engaging them. Oh, that's a good try by Timber, but well cut out. I think we're doing this really well right now. We're not just going back into this deep, low block, mid block thing where it looks like Arteta just told them to drop now and say enough of this pressing thing. Mbappe going in field, and that's well played, but well won by Rice again. And that's well played again by Arsenal, but Rice being pressed, and he gets that foul. Wow. This ref has been good to us on some of them calls, man. We're getting way more calls than I thought we'd ever get here. That time the chip was needed and it was executed brilliantly. Right over. Courtois went down to save. Brilliant chip. Wow. Bayern fighting, bro. 2-2. Look like this is the game we need to watch. Mbappe is down after tracking back there. Maybe that's why him don't track back, Afraid him get injured. Alvarez happy to drop him when they lose a ball, so that would have worked. I don't rate Hendrick, but it's about balance. And with Mbappe walking all the time, need a work as the 9 facts. I mean, look at like Marino. Obviously, don't have the quality of Mbappe, but like in this plan that we have today, I would take Marino in the damn plan because Mbappe not going to do half of the tracking and running that Marino doing so far. The Brazilian whisper. Alvarez can drop in and play with his back to goal like he did at City. You are right. That was signing to make, but they spent so much on Mbappe's wages, maybe they couldn't afford that. True. I thought they could afford everything. Exactly. The money can't done. Or maybe it's a FFP thing. Yo, I can't believe Saliba did that, you know. And I mean, I know the initial thought was like, why even roll it to him there? But bro, the man has rolled that ball to him. And here comes Brahim Diaz. I said I was surprised I didn't see him come on before Hendrick, but here he is now. And this looks like Mbappe is done for the day. Wow. So this comeback, if it is to happen, will not include Kylian Mbappe. So Asensio has been sacrificed in the centre-back role. Tchouameni probably will drop back there. Madrid is on, and Mbappe is off. And I don't think Brahim Diaz was probably ready to come on, but he is now because Mbappe can no longer play. So this should slide Hendrick to the central area, Brahim on the right, and Vinicius on the left. And Bellingham still in that number 10 role. Here's Saliba back to Kivior now. Kivior under pressure. Tries to go short. Found Merino, but that first touch was too loose, and Madrid on the ball. Here's Madrid. Can he pick the lock right away? Finds Bellingham. Bellingham into space on his left foot. Tries to slip it through, but Saka does well to track Garcia there and does well to win a goal kick as well. Seen Saka do that a few times in the second half, cut out potentially dangerous through passes. It looks like he's ready to make some changes. I agree with that. I think Saka has run out his track probably. So let's probably get him off. Let's get Martinelli off maybe. So it looks like it's going to be Trossard on for Saka. I agree with that sub, coach. Let's see if they keep on the same wing. No, so Trossard has gone right away to the left side. Martinelli is on the right now. And that's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Martinelli has really been kicked quite a few times. I think Real Madrid, I need to see how much fouls in this game so far. Because Real Madrid is not joking with these fouls, man. And them are foul like crazy. Vinny over the top. Well played, Skelly again. Nothing can speed up this youth Skelly, man. Just play at his own pace. Bit of a loose one from Odegaard. I think Arteta was upset with that pass from Odegaard. Like, why would you play such a loose pass? Like, that wasn't even to anyone. You just put it into a space. It's well done by Martinelli to win that throw. Looked like he was going to play it off himself. But it's 4-1 on aggregate to Arsenal, so still looking in the driver's seat to get through this one. 1-1 in the match today, which was my pre-match prediction, I might add. Don't know if it will stay at this scoreline, but we'll see. Well played, Kivior. Good ball. And good fight from Timber. Can he win this one as well? Ooh, Rudiger cleaned up everything. And that's a good switch of play to Valverde, and he's going to run with it. No. Good tracking from Trossard has to force him back. Tchouameni back on the back line now, but it looks like he's going to push up as well. They're really just going to leave back Rudiger back there by himself. Here's Vinny. Vinny cutting inside, beats one. Gets by Timber and then dives over, and he does give the free kick. Ooh, that one out of all the ones today that they haven't gotten, I didn't think that was one, but let's see. Oh, come on. This guy's leg was flat, bro. Didn't even lift it. Vinny made sure to leave a leg there to get the call. This free kick here, let's see who will line up to take it. Luka looks like he's taking control of the situation. They could do it at Toni Kroos right now. Madrid has the quality, but not normally known for the set pieces, to be honest. Looks like they're going to try the pile driver from Valverde after a touch. And that's blocked by Declan. Well done. He was on it. Garcia over to Ceballos. Ceballos on the ball. Now finds Modric. Here's Vinny again. Just going to try to dribble past everyone. Into the box. Hendrick off his chest. And that's well played by Kivior. I don't know. Hendrick was trying something there. Not sure what. Took it off his chest. Kivior did well to head once and twice. Right into the hands of Raya. Good defending. Skelly again. Drives past players. Look at this kid, man. Don't do too much though. Well done. Well done. Well done, Skelly. Give him no. Come on, Arsenal. Score now. Go on your left foot and score now. Jesus, Odegaard. My youth. Score! Odegaard, score, man. When last you score a goal, bro? How much easier of a setup you want? One to beat. Him give the left foot shot. Just put in a goal now, brother. Sure. It's a good thing Odegaard works so hard out of off the ball, you know, man. Because I would have benched him a long time, you know. But I can't lie. Ball retention deeper in the field, middle third, defensive third, and the work rate off the ball and how him set up the press. I couldn't drop him out of the system. No matter how much time he mess up in front of goal. Here come Real Madrid now. Bellingham. Haven't been as influential lately. Good step by Skelly. Why this youth Skelly is amazing. Give him no. Ball. Chouameni doesn't go down. I thought he would just challenge there, but he didn't. Here's Trossard. On the ball, here's Rice. Arsenal doing the right thing here. Keep the football a little bit. Skelly that time is caught on it for once. Here is Hendrick. Plays it to Vinny. Vinny. Good tackle from Saliba there again. It's going to be a corner to Madrid. Wow, it's giving us a goal kick. Amazing. I don't know how. Let's see it again, though. For once, Skelly does. Valverde kind of basically was like, you're not going to do the same thing to me again. He was waiting for that move. Don't fall, Saliba. Good tackle. Ah, boy. It's like we are run out of focus now, brother. I make some fool mistake all of a sudden. They say it was a foul. All right, fair. Vinny blocked that. How much block we have in that game, man? Modric. Decide against the cross. Here's Vinny. Going at Martinelli. Far post. Flicked out. Here's Dani Ceballos with a poor cross. Comes back to Vinny though. and Vinny is deemed offside. Either that or the ball went out by Ceballos. I'm not sure. That was a poor cross by Ceballos, though. Hard to believe Danny Ceballos is on this Real Madrid team. Just remember how much foolishness he used to do for Arsenal. Right, I was scrambling that time. I think Madrid. Yo, ref, you have been determined to get a red card in this game, Rudiger. Determined, and you're being a batty man. Partey, I hope you're not suspended for the next game, you know. Yo, Partey, I hope you don't have a yellow card, my guy. I'd be really upset. Yo, Rudiger is an idiot, you know, man. The man not even business with the ball, bro. And just buck the man when he might jump. I don't know. I guess Marino must be doing things to him off the ball because it's 2 times that we see the man just go after Marino, bro. Maybe I'm just tired of him, I don't know. Look at Odegaard pressing. Good. The man that chase the ball everywhere. Watch out. And that little press just make it take that little much longer for get out. Now they got out, but they didn't get out fully. See there? That is the work rate. Now get back into your shape. Trossard drop now. Trossard drop now. Trossard drop now. Long time Trossard. Where you wait for? Alright, Vinny. Nothing. Vinny doing foolishness. Jeez, I'm Martin. Ever try to get that? Good pressing, Martinelli. Stay upon Vinny now. Fran Garcia with a whipped in ball. Partey clears. Man on. Well done. Cleared by Timber. Nobody up there, but that's fine. Chouameni with time on the ball. Finds Modric. 3.5 minutes left. As long as them not score 3 goals before that match are done, we're into the semis versus PSG. Here's Fran Garcia. Garcia whips it in. Well defended by Rice. Well done by Marino. Still on top of the box. Here's Brahim Diaz on his right foot. Cuts it back to his left. Valverde now going wide, looking to whip one. Can't get the angle. Arsenal preventing the cross well. Back to Ceballos. Ceballos to Fran Garcia. He'll probably whip it from here. Yes, he will. Good shape on it. Partey again. Madrid back to Garcia. Garcia has Vinny wide. Uses him. Vinny will run into the box now. Low cross, but it's poor. Easily caught by Ryan. Clapping the rest of his team's performance is Odegaard. And I think the Madrid fans and players, you can tell, I mean, they're still trying, but you know, they kind of know in their mind that this one is probably too far now. Interesting to see what kind of injury time is in this second half. I don't think there was nearly as much stoppage as the first. So let's see. There have been quite a few subs though, so should be at least 4 minutes, I would think. Maybe 3 if we're lucky, but might be a 5-6-1. Let's see. And Arteta wants to know why he's not getting a foul through as well. But it's a foul on Arsenal. Madrid take it quickly. But Madrid just haven't been able to create anything in the run of play. Well, one in the air. Martinelli tries to retain the ball but loses it. Now here's Vinny. Vinny looking for a crossing angle. Can't find one. For the umpteenth time, Timber blocks a cross. It's a corner. Played short to Madrid. Whip to the far post. Cleared out by Saliba. Top of the box, Ceballos. He finds Diaz. Diaz with the right foot. Poor. Cleared by Skelly. Now Fran Garcia with the ball. Here's Madrid. Turns on it. Goes wide now to Ceballos. Ceballos back into Madrid. Madrid over to Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia on his left foot. Looking to shoot. He crosses. Easily cut out in the air. Rice does well to win the second ball. And Trossard loses it poorly to Ceballos. Ceballos on the ball. Finds Brahim Diaz in the box. He's on his left foot. Good cut back on the right. And a good save by Ryan near post. I still feel like this guy should have come on before Hendrick, you know. The former Man City baller. It's all kicking off in the San Siro. (4-1) on aggregate to the Gunners. Still 1-1 here today. Goes by Saka in the 65th and Vinny Jr. handed a gift by Saliba in the 67th. Rudiger doing madness as usual. Here's Vinny into the box. Right foot cross. Just over. Oh, and Hendrick had it on his left foot to finish. Can't find the far post. That could have at least made it somewhat exciting. There's 5 minutes on the clock. We're into injury time. And Vinny just missing out on the header to Rudiger. Touch was good from Hendrick. A bit behind him. Fixed his body position, but just couldn't wrap his foot enough around that one to get it into the far post. It wasn't far off. It wasn't far off. Reyes beating all ends up as well. And the Madrid fans can tell you that could have been something. And Inter get through 2-2 draw with Bayern, so they get through the tie. On aggregate, they win that one 4-3. Bayern looking dejected. Here's Arsenal now. Can they find one that would be the proverbial nail? Here is Trossard. Cuts it back. Has many in the box to look for, but just kicks it off the player in front of him like a jackass. Here's Real Madrid now. Hendrick with the ball. Not sure what Vinny is doing. He's standing with his hand over his head. Not moving right now. Vinny gets it to his feet. He's looking to make a run, but that's poor. And Partey just fake out the brother. Yo, look at Trossard. Look at Trossard. Look at Trossard. Look at Trossard. Look at him. Partey cuts inside. Now Odegaard on top of the box. Good cut back onto the right. And that's weak. Weak from Odegaard. So Inter into the semis again. Champions League has been their competition the last few years. Making long runs in the competition. 2 years ago they made the final. This year they're back in the semi again. So good run in Champions League for them of late. They will face Barcelona. Talk about attack versus defense, people. It's a mad one. But we're into injury time. Good cross, but cut out again by Kivior. Red Skull, I told you, have some faith in Kivior. Just play it now. Yes, thank you. This is Martinelli in a foot race with Fran Garcia. He has beaten him as well. This is it, and he does it. Gabriel Martinelli's pace, a bit too much, and he turned back the clock that time, and Arsenal can go home knowing that they have beaten Madrid in both legs. 2-1 here, 3-0 at the Emirates. They say we had no chance, when this draw came out. I remember these people telling me that football heritage was going to kill us. It did not turn out that way. And as one has said in this chat today, this is not the Madrid that we once knew. So it's 2-1 to the Gunners. My prediction ends up being wrong. I went for the 1-1, but I'll take it, people. I'll be wrong if the scoreline means Arsenal won again. 2-1 to the Gunners, and look at the Madrid players. They're done for. Finally, the right player breaks out of this counter-attacking issue. And it's Merino again. 2 assists from Mikel Merino today. This one to Martinelli, and he just did the rest. Put his head down, got in front of the man. Fran Garcia does not have the pace to keep up, people. And Martinelli, showing how fit he truly is, played pretty much the entire game almost on the weekend, the entire game last week, and hasn't come off in this one either. And look at him, bright as a daisy, running past people. That run was from his own box, basically all the way down to the other side of the pitch, and he made no mistake. He just win a lot of money. Good for you, bro. Good for you. I'm happy for you, bro. Gunners, that is it. They're always hyping some teenager. Most of them don't live up to the hype. But we must still talk about Hendrick. And finally, Martinelli gets a chance to get a rest. And he deserves it, people. He deserves it. He deserves it, people. Tierney now, the emergency left winger this season. Zinchenko is also going to come on. Ben White is on for Timber. Yo, Timber. Over them two leg here, bro. Trust me, you did your thing. Vinny glad say you come off. Declan Rice coming off as well. This is probably for the fans to go crazy. You know, he put us in this position after the first leg, but again today, immense. Different type of performance. Didn't see him driving forward as much, but amount of interceptions and tackles and just overall good defensive play, positioning. Brilliant. Brilliant. Him and Partey today, brilliant in that midfield again. Zinchenko is in that midfield now. So that's pretty much all the time in the match, people. The ref should blow this off any second now. So we will move on into the post-match real quick. I have to get going in a minute here. Julie, I have training pretty soon. So I have to go and get ready. I have 182 messages in WhatsApp chats. So I'm sure there's a lot of people talking, probably asking me questions as well. But they could have came on here and asked me, you know. Oh, training not till 7:30 tonight. All right, we're good. We're good to go, people. So we have some time. So we can break down the match a little bit after the game done. But people, it is concluded. 2-1 to the Arsenal. That makes it 5-1 on aggregate. What a beatdown, I must say. The Gunners were the better team in both fixtures as well. And it was deserved. It was truly deserved. I love the fact that we got a penalty that I didn't think was a penalty. We missed. So can't say we get penalty when they shouldn't get. You know, for me, I think Rice could have gotten the penalty, honestly. I think they could have given Madrid the penalty. But it just didn't look like Madrid was going to do anything, to be honest. Arsenal's game plan worked out to a T. And as many have said in the chat, or a few, you know, they didn't really have what was required to pick the lock that is Arsenal in these two legs. You know what I mean? Jude and Rice. So the Madrid players, I respect this. Come out and show some respect to the Gunners, you know. Saliba can laugh now, can make a mistake, but it never costs me. Arteta smile, bro. Arteta happy. And you know what you're going to hear from the haters now? You can go and celebrate. You don't win nothing yet. Brother, nobody don't talk to me about celebrating this two-leg win. Zine, nobody don't chat to me. Because I don't know why I can't celebrate when my team do anything good. I only can celebrate when we lift up a trophy. That is not right, bro. That is not right. People going into this game say we weren't going to win. Even I was like, we have to play perfect for win. And I don't even think it was perfection per se, but how we played defensively, a lot of teams will struggle to do things against us, honestly. Because we just had a very good structure and a very good plan. And we do just enough pressing to keep teams honest. We don't all out press them like we used to under Arteta. Kind of pick our spots. But once we get into that mid to low block, bro, it's hard for people to break us down, bro. It's very clear. I feel for the Arsenal fans that were online talking smack, saying we had no chance. No chance based on what? They don't watch and understand the game. Well, when more people were focused on the heritage and the history and the this and the that. But even if they looked at it historically, we have never lost to Madrid in the Champions League, bro. I know we haven't played them a whole bunch of times, but we've never lost to them in the Champions League. So, I mean, we had history on our side as well, to be honest. maybe not of the entire competition, but in this fixture against this team, we did have the history on our side. They produce a lot of excellent ones, just as many of Jobs and Hendricks. Another one. I saw nothing special in my Palmeiras beside his age. Yeah, true. For his development, he should have gone to a smaller club. Don't mean Hendrick is a bad player. He's just nowhere near good enough to play for Madrid and never will be. Wow. Let's go PSG. Float management start the early hate train. Can't even get through the stream today. You couldn't say congrats Arsenal first, you bad mind person. That kind of money. Which stream are you watching? You seem so far behind. I was watching it on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus, yeah, but brother, no matter who I talk to around the world, whenever I stream games in particular, on these streaming sites, whether it's the Premier League 1P or Paramount Plus or any of them, I always seem to be like 15, 20 seconds behind everybody else. I don't know why. Mbappe dropped himself. Yeah, I thought Marino similarly dropped himself too, but we get that one, you know. So my thinking was maybe not that either one was a penalty, but I was looking at it like precedent, you know. So if the precedent being set that Marino's was a penalty, then I thought they were going to give the other one as well. That's all. Could only score from a mistake, just not good enough. Facts. They weren't good enough, and we were great defensively. Wow, Arsenal. Yeah, man. Them never given a chance, Martin. No chance. Arsenal versus Inter final. I could see it. The two most solid defensive teams getting through it. But I think when you look at it, it's going to be attack versus defense and attack versus defense in both semis, you know. And we're going to see what win out. Vini and Valverde played their hearts out, but just was not enough. Yeah, not enough quality. I wouldn't say it was any kind of lack of effort why Madrid didn't get through these two games, you know. That was kind of the narrative in the first game, like, you know, they didn't really try hard enough. But I thought we just outplayed them. I don't think it was like we just tried harder than them. We just played better than them. Timber did a very good job. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm clapping when him come off, bro. I thought he was excellent in both of the games. Vinny don't do well against people that can match him athletically. That is true. If him don't have the get out of jail card of a kick and run, him kind of ordinary, you know. Walker did the same. That is true. Congrats, Gunners. There you go. That's more like it. Even though you say it after what you say first, we'll accept it same way. Big up, Float. You're a good sport. Bug side. Yeah, man. Bug side beat up a bug side. That's how you call it. Too many question marks beside PSG. Arsenal. Yes, they to me are very similar to the Madrid and the Barcelona where you can get at them. I think where they're a little bit better is their left back and right back are damn good. But I think centrally you can get at them. And not only I think individually their defenders are good, but I think as a team, their defense sometimes is a bit hung out to dry. You know what I mean? Barca go flush, you know. We never play Barca though. Barca forget past Inter first. Worry about that. No, it wasn't that much sufferation, honestly. We are playing better with half the team injured. You see it. You see it. Y'all deserve a feel-good moment. Which team like we deserve that? I don't lie, I tell. I think PSG are very good, but they are beatable. Agree, their midfield is excellent. Their forward line play with a lot of fluidity, but they ain't that special still. We can beat them for sure. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I wanted you guys win over Real Madrid. When I see that you guys was going to play them, never know say you guys would have win, so still. Yeah, man. I don't think many people did, to be honest. But if you looked at it seriously with the two teams, we definitely had a chance. My main concern was always the transition game. And Arteta figured out a way to limit that. And basically how I think he did that was he stayed to his principles of pressing high, but he also was smart enough to know not to bring Partey and the back line all the way up. He kind of left space in between. And because Madrid maybe not as good in midfield technically as they once were, they didn't really exploit those middle spaces like I thought they could have. So once they beat the first line, we just would get back in our shape, and they couldn't do nothing. Madrid nearly went out in the group phase. That is true. It's a feel-good moment, a lifestyle moment. Man, I worry about LFC catching them up for the Champions League. Well, too bad you can't do it now. You could have get one up on them this year, but you're out. Yeah, man, people. So yo, that is basically it, In the other tie, we saw that Inter Milan got the draw 2-2. So they went through an aggregate 4-3. Very interesting finish in that one. Bayern was pushing for that third goal to tie up the tie, but it wasn't meant to be. So my two picks got through, didn't quite get the scores spot on, but the 4 teams I thought would get through got through. PSG for sure. Then I had Arsenal getting through. I had Barcelona and Inter getting through. So we'll see if we can keep on picking this all the way through. If I get my way, Arsenal will face someone in the final of this competition. So let's see, people. We'll be here for it. Hopefully another match day falls on a day when I can drop some daytime streaming. A full joy bringing you the live match today. Thanks for the few subscriptions that we got. And I want to say a big shout out as well to Wun for dropping the super chat today. £5 on the board, and congrats again, Wun, on your winnings. I heard you want a nice change on this whole thing. Timber is a very good player, I agree. Finally, Partey, a madman. Yes, he got involved there in the end when he didn't need to, Rudiger was asking for somebody to step to him all game, because this man was going mad with his fouls, man. But yeah, I need to see if any of those yellow cards today affected us for the next game. I wasn't listening to the commentary, so I'm not sure. But Raya and Partey got yellows, so I don't know if either of them were on any kind of suspension or like close to it. I hope not, because those were the two that got yellows today. But hopefully we're good to go for the next game in the semis. Of course, we will face PSG, as I said before. I don't know if the games have been set as far as who get the first leg. That is something that we'll need to find out. Yeah, that part I'm not sure of. I don't know if they have a draw for that or how that works, but anybody that might know, let me know in the comment section. But basically, people, I just want to say respect again. Partey play well, man. Yeah, cost him so much for. Everyone claimed Madrid was going to kill us. It should have been 3-0 again today. Stupid mistake from Saliba. Madrid did nothing to test us. That's true. A very fortunate draw. PSG have improved as the season gone on. So by the time you played them, they were not the team that struggled to qualify. True. Yeah, because PSG got Kvaratskhelia in when we played them in the league in the group stage part. Dembele was in punishment with the coach, so he didn't even travel to England. So we played a week in PSG for sure. I won't act like many Arsenal fans that say, "Oh, we beat them 2-0 already. Just deal with them again." No, it was a whole different PSG that time. Oh, Partey is out for the next game. God damn. I will play at home first. Jesus Christ. That's why Red Skull cost so hard. Cha-cha. And I think Rice knew it too, because Rice was cussing the man. That was such an unnecessary yellow card as well. Like, he just went over there to play just the bad man role. That's why he got the yellow card, right? Like, it was a rough foul on the brother. Jeez. Takes him beyond the threshold for the tournament. My gosh. Couldn't just feel good alone moments. Well, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. So he's just going to have to move around the team, because Declan going to have to play there. And somebody else going to have to play midfield, because we don't have any other player besides Declan who can do the role like him. And not even like him, but at least defensively to be like him. He's not as good controlling and playing out of pressure as Declan though. Declan likes space more than him. Him can get the ball in tight space and still keep it. I think Declan is vulnerable in those type of situations, to be honest. Damn. So Rice would have been out if that yellow card in the first half stayed. There were 4 cards at risk. There were 4 players at risk. Partey was one of them. Jeez and peace. Timber, Martinelli, Rice, and Wills. Concern. Rice, Timber, Martinelli, and Partey were all at risk. So Partey get a yellow in the first leg and second leg, and that caused it. Bombard star. At least Timber never get one. That would have been horrible if the 2 of them out. Yeah, man, him out for the first leg. Yeah, that midfield going to be tough, bro. Mayor say Havertz is back still, so maybe, if anything, Marino can play where Rice normally play. Havertz play up front, and Rice play central, like CDM. Maybe. One say, I hope Barca make the final. Their defensive approach is crazy. They are easy to beat if you have the right strategy. Yeah, I think I would much rather play Barca too. I know that sounds crazy, but I saw us play Inter already, and both teams are at full strength, and that was probably one of the hardest games to play all year. Don't think Inter did much really to hurt us, but it was just such a cagey game that I could see that final going 0-0 for 120 for real, unless somebody make a mistake, which is possible. Real Madrid was very poor in both legs. Yeah, very poor because of us as well. Don't leave that out. Styles make fights though. Villa play fast and running behind. We play slowly. When asked questions, their defense looked shaky, but they were not at full strength yesterday. The main leader was out. Which main leader was out? Which main leader was out? Marquinhos played yesterday, if that's what you're talking about. Or did Marquinhos have to come off in the second half and I missed it? Yo, John Scott, I should have known. So yeah, cost the man so hard for a reason, you know, man. Oh, mad star. Newcastle dropped 5. My word. Harvey Barnes again. Did it. Yo, my fantasy team get a bag of points today. Joe Linton assist. Harvey Barnes goal. Pope save a penalty. Oh, and get a clean sheet. Yo! My fantasy points turn up today, people. Remember me tell you. Trippier assist. Clean sheet Livramento. Yo. My side did the business, but I have Sarah not Eze. That's good because Eze miss a penalty. But Munoz 5 goal, maybe get negative and a yellow card. -1 the man get. Henderson concede 5 as well. Him starting I want. No. Rough. Well, people, eat that, you know. Going about my business. Well done to the Gunners. Facts, they outplayed us but had no front line. All their best forwards were out. They played like that again with their full strength front line. They will beat us. We have to be better. Yeah, that game was not good viewing for a Gunners fan, bro. Inter played much better than us, I thought. I think we end up losing. Was it 1-0? Or we draw 0-0? How that much go? Was it 0-0 or we lose 1-0? I don't remember. But that game was one of our worst games, bro. Inter controlled the game. But all they was doing is passing the ball side to side in Arsenal half. True. Gonna for life. And that we say Sherman. 1 done. Severely weakened and we had 6 shots and 35% of the shot. Let's not get carried away and start talking crazy facts. Oh, so you're talking about PSG. Okay, yeah. I agree. Yeah, bro. Me just confirm it, bro. But it's confirmed Partey's out. Yeah, it's the worst news. Cause Red Skull did a cuss and I said, "Wow, I'm the Partey to blow up and play." I mean, I wonder why my cuss Partey so, but then I realize he got that stupid yellow card for defending Marino at the end, and even Rice went up to him like, "Get away, mate! Like, what you doing?" So I guess that's why he was so adamant about it. He knew that he was on the yellow card. Because I'm sure these players know. Rice was on it, Partey was on it, Timber was on it, and Martinelli was on it. And all three of the other four escape, but Partey out. So he'll miss the first leg. That's huge. Yeah, I was asked the other day one like in all of European teams who I think have the best defense, and I put Inter and Arsenal as the top two, and if I had to give it to one or the other, I gave it to Arsenal only because I personally prefer the back four style of defending. So it's like and it's Arsenal, so I'm gonna say them. But I think it's 1A, 1B, But if someone argued that they're better than us defensively, I wouldn't really be like going hard in a battle or a debate. Like I would accept that because they are very good defensively as well. But I think we are the two best defensive teams in Europe, actually, to be honest. That's what I think. Anyway, people could talk all day about the Gunners winning this two-leg tie. But as I said before, people have things to go do now with the fam. So let me get off of this stream, people. Again, respect to Arteta and the lads. We got over the hump, beating Real Madrid. We're into the semi-final of the Champions League. So we've gone a step further this time. Got a step further this time. So we're into the semi, people. We're into the semi. Can Arteta salvage this season that so many think is a disaster in terms of what the league table is looking like with 6 games to play? I will say we definitely have a puncher's chance, people. The final four, once more. One semi-final will be Barcelona taking on Inter. The next semi-final will be Arsenal taking on PSG. 2 very good matchups. I think that's a good advert for the European competition that is the Champions League. 4 very solid teams, each with their own issues, whether it's injuries or anything like that. But I do think that in the competition so far, it's probably been the 4 most consistent teams since the playoffs or the knockouts have started. I think they have actually gotten through the ties. So should be very entertaining, interesting. A lot more in this story of this season's Champions League to come out. And we will be here for it, people. So look out. As I said before, people, the Premier will be back this weekend, so we'll be doing our regular preview show Friday night. Look out for that Friday night sometime in the evening. Also, we have some time tomorrow as well, so look out for some content at some point during the day. I'll try to find a time when, the YouTube Jamaica space isn't crowded, and I'll just go ahead and drop some content. Do have some things to talk about. Got some news today that I'd like to discuss. Also, getting into the home stretch of the JPL, just talk about that and the playoff teams, relegated teams, all that good stuff. Also, some news from the Reggae Girls side. We have picked up a couple more friendlies as well, so we're going to talk about that. Look out for that content, people. I'll try to make the thumbnail at some point, either tonight or early tomorrow. Try to drop it so that people can kind of have an eye on it. I did that for today's stream, and more people did turn up today for the live watch along, so we do appreciate it. But people, big up on yourself. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Once again, we are really, really grateful here at Jason Gooner TV, myself and the family who help me sometimes with the thumbnails and everything. It's all one big team. So people, from me, thanks so much for the support. I'm Jason Gooner again. This is Jason Gooner TV. And put some respect on our name. We are Champions League semi-finalists for the year 24-25. Knocked out the Football Heritage team. We have PSG coming up next. 2 teams that have been trying their best to get on this trophy. Obviously, PSG not been trying as long as we have in terms of getting close to it. But they're going to try to write a new chapter in their club's history by getting to the final of the Champions League. PSG has been there once. Arsenal also has been there once. Fell in both occasions, both teams. Let's see if they can change that this year. I am hoping it's Arsenal. But let's see, people, it will be tough. PSG finding form. Arsenal should be confident. Should be a great one, people. But big up. Thanks again. I'm Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. Come on, you Gooners.